Ooh. Is the mic working? Ow, the motherfucking mic is motherfucking working. How you doing? Well, just this week a little bit, honey. It was giving me a lot today. This blue eye is giving me a lot today. Well, I'm here eating a. Oh my god. I'm eating a tuna sandwich, honey. And with my tuna sandwich, I'm eating me some. Come on here, Jolly L. How you doing? Some Bourbon's barbecue, quinoa chips, y'all. Y'all, when I tell y'all these motherfucking chips, gluten free, everything free. Now, I'm not a vegan or anything, but I do like to eat as closely as I can to plant-based diet. Where I live at, there's so much going on energetically, pollution, environment, all that good stuff. So I want to try to alleviate as much work on my body as possible and give it the nutrients that it needs. So we know that issues and diseases are caused by malnutrition. Anyway, how I'm going for Let me go into this. Come on, Melly. How you doing, Melly? Long time no see, Melly. I hope you're doing well. You and your family. How you doing? Hold on. So, you guys, I said this before, and we're ready for this, okay? The other times we said live classes, everybody's schedule was kind of conflicted. I kind of let it be like an open book. And of course, it's so hard to plan things like when you're already scheduled for things. So telling people, okay, we'll do a live class. You let me know the days you're free and we'll do it. A lot of times schedules conflict. And even going to when we end this right here, for those who are in the other class, you'll be getting a link to the video that I redid last night. It's about 31 minutes long. There's 2 parts to it, but of course that's the first part. So you will get that as soon as I get off here. I'm planning on going to bed early tonight. I got to go do some things in the morning. So with this weekend, company is coming over. So I'm clearing my schedule because, companies coming over. I have to entertain them. I cannot take them with me to work when I go do things in person. And then, so I'm going to try to be at home this weekend most of the time. So I am wanting to do 10 people just in case, because there's 2 options going to be there. So this weekend, I'm offering my first set of I'm offering my first live class. The class is for Ganesha. Come on there, honey. And you don't have to be, just a little side, disclaimers on this. You don't have to be into Hinduism to work with Ganesha. There's many avatars and many energies with Ganesha. And I know firsthand working with that type of energy, as many other energies dealing with Orishas as well. As long as you're dedicated and you show that you're willing to devote your time, space, and energy to this energy or to this deity, you will have success with this deity. And of course, with the permission of people I know, and of course, Ganesha is one of my main deities that I work with removing obstacles. But a lot of people don't know there's other aspects to Ganesha outside of removing obstacles. So we're going to go over that. You do not have that information. People are not teaching that information. Hell, I don't even think people are even offering classes on Ganesha. And it's kind of like some insider things because you guys know I'm very into the Hindu culture, going into past lives and going into this life. I'm very familiar with the Hindu culture and the Indian people. And so I'm well versed on Ganesha, the do's and the don'ts, sounds, colors, offerings, and it's nothing major. And, honestly, working with Ganesha, he's a very easy, even when I say he, like, as I mentioned before, Ganesha is a male appearing deity, but only operates in divine feminine energy. So that's why Ganesha is the name, not Ganesh. And some people say Ganesh, but Ganesha or even Ganapate, okay, or Ganapate. Either way, depends on your tongue. Either way, it is a male appearing deity with divine energy, divine feminine essence. And so, like I said, we're going to go over in this live class the sounds. Of course, everything deals with mantras, it deals with time, setting up. If you don't have time to do an elaborate altar, you need a space dedicated to only Ganesha. So we'll go over that do's and the don'ts. If you have a statue, if you have an image, which by the way, someone asked me before and I totally forgot. Oh, right here. So this is the image, image. This is the image. Let me take the wrapper off that I got of Ganesha for free. Remember, I told y'all, ask me, and I'll show y'all. So this was put away. I have like 2 big ass statues of Ganesha in my living room. I have 2 behind me. But yes, and shout out to Juliana. Juliana actually gifted me a Ganesha statue. Who you doing? So this is the painting that I got, or the art I got. It's like gold foil. You cannot see because they're under blue light. But this is the gold foil painting that I got of Ganesha. And also, that leads me into going into, and we're going to talk about this because, of course, when it comes to these spirits, like I don't just, oh wow, someone introduced you to a new spirit, oh wow, that spirit sounds very interesting, let me work with them. I let spirits, deities, energies, entities reach out to me. And with Ganesha, I told you guys before, and I don't know if it was live or in a private setting like my other students, my other classes that we had, or even like in a private little, we used to have like little group chats. But my introduction to Ganesha was actually through word of mouth, because of course you go to any Indian store, Indian bazaar, you see Ganesha statues usually behind the counter, or behind the register, or they'll have it right in the entrance of the doorway. But I first got introduced to Ganesha, okay, via the dream world, okay. I don't know what type of experience it was. I don't know if it was an out-of-body experience. I don't know if it was a past life regression. I don't know if it was a spiritual travel. During that time, I would just go places and things would happen. But I actually appeared somewhere, and it was kind of like in a jungle type of setting, completely black. And I'm seeing a fire. People's dancing around this fire, but I couldn't see what they were. I thought they were dancing around the fire, but I couldn't see what was like. I just had this feeling like they were dancing around something. So I'm getting closer, and as I'm getting closer, like this energy is like intensifying. Like it was really, really strong. And I felt it literally start at my feet and it start moving up. Like I was stepping into some type of energy vortex. And so I get there and the people clear out the way, and I see this elephant being big and black, like tar black, no actual, like, how would I say, like the darkest black person you can ever see or think about, darker than that. Okay, it was pure darkness, and his markings were red, and his eyes were red, and it's like he was talking to me telepathically. Like there was no mouth moving, but I had this sense of, come to me, my child. So the people, like I said, they moved out the way, and I'm making my way towards Ganesha, and I'm just feeling this love, this intensified love, y'all. And even when I woke up from this experience, like I was emotional. Like I remember it took me like a good 2 hours to fully wake up and understand what was going on. And I felt so recharged and so refreshed. And it's kind of like, for those of you who have your parents and people that you're, your loved ones that you reconnect with, it's kind of like being invited to a house, and they've cooked a home cooked meal, like your favorite food. And then once you leave there, you're like, damn, I feel connected to my family. Like you just feel recharged. And that's what I felt. And so that like empowered me to move on, and just everywhere. He was popping up everywhere, and people. And I think I've met a guy too, like his name was Ganesh. So like I said, that was one of my experiences with Ganesha. And that forever changed my life. And even going to a whole bunch of stuff, and why, I saw this being and I wanted to connect with this being. So I started doing my research on this being. And to my surprise, a lot of things that Ganesha represent, I embody that frequency. I embody that vibration. So that's why for me, I've had success with Ganesha. And even going into you, Maybe Ganesha is not your main patron. Maybe it's not going to be your main, masculine energy, if I may, or two spirited energy. Because to me, like I said, Ganesha will be a two spirited energy. Masculine qualities and feminine qualities. So, like I said, very, very life changing. Even looking on the outside, people thought that there was things going on, and I tell you guys this, and I'll reassure you this: no way of me getting my money has been done through any type of scams, any type of lies, any type of trickery, any type of foolery. I've met people that are in the community, trans, LGBT, or outside, who had ideas, who said, hey, you want to get a cut $20,000. And of course, they came to me in desperate situations. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I think I want it. But like I said, something stepped in, higher conscious ancestors, some stepped in and said, listen, that's not the way to go. You need $20,000, bitch. There will be a way made for you. Asking, you will receive. Seeking, you shall find. And like I said, that's what I've done. So Ganesha have been that energy that has helped me. One of the major energies, not the only one, because of course I don't believe in exalting energies. So dealing with Ganesha for every single thing, or dealing with Oshun with every single thing, or dealing with any type of energies every single thing. Like now, this energy has been exalted or exhausted. Like you have literally pulled. This is what I'm thinking of, the bitch, whatever. Every time I tell you I get on here, y'all, I act like I can't talk. People who have spoke to me privately, honey, I know how to speak, honey. But like I said, that overdoing energy and over, exalting it, pulling too much in it, like that's not me. So that's the whole purpose of yes, Ganesha could do the same type of thing that this other spirit does. But of course, you only want to do this aspect, especially for those of you who work with different type of deities. You know that certain deities have stronger frequencies for you when it comes to money. Some deities have stronger frequency for you when it comes to protection. Some deities have more frequency for you when it comes to love life. Like I said, for me, 90% of my things come from Ganesha, especially going into protection. Okay. So, bitch, like I said, we're going to go over that. We're going to go over the colors. We're going to go over different aspects of Ganesha, what you need to venerate Ganesha, the days, the do's and the don'ts, the offerings. Like I said, very simple. And even sounds. See, a lot of people even going to Oshun and all these other, we have energies. Sound is the energy. So singing to spirits, making certain sounds, and even I told you guys this before too, pronouncing and enunciating certain words actually opens up certain frequencies. So even going into like the B, ba, 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 and ka, 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 and da, da, da. These things open up. Even your tongue, you have to place your tongue in different parts of your mouth. And if you know about the human body and you know about that in a metaphysical perspective, you know that like the tongue also brings in life or brings in energy or repels energy. So going into, like I said, the sounds and the and the and the ooh and the ahs. So we get into that. And we get into also a practice, well, not just Ganesha, but all the other class some of you doing too, practices that have been going on for thousands of years, and they have brought great success to people. I told you guys, or maybe I didn't, you guys, but I talked to so many damn people, so I don't know if I told you out live or I've told people privately on the phone, but I met someone who actually came from another country, and it's the obvious, but they came into America and they wanted to jumpstart their life, right? And so someone told this person, that's not going to happen. Like, you're not going to get success in that, especially with, first of all, English being your second language. And third of all, you not really being experienced in that field as far as like behind the scenes. Oh, well, yeah, I'm from here and we do that. Yeah, but that's a whole nother set. So basically, they were trying to like discourage this person. And literally, you're not getting none of that, motherfucker. Get over here, motherfucker. You ain't getting none of that. So literally, they were discouraged, but someone introduced them to Ganesha, and literally their life changed to where now, to this day, outside of their home, they have a huge statue of Ganesha, and they actually, adorn him with oils and sweet stuff, and it's really beautiful. I think I believe I got a picture of it too. So in the class, I would show that picture. But like I said, we're going to go over all the good stuff. So this weekend, the 17th and the 18th, okay, this weekend, I want to do maybe 10 tops. You're going to have two different options to do it 101, or you could do it in a group setting. I'm thinking the most that I would do in a group set will be 5 each day. So of course, when you want to sign up, or when you do actually sign up, send me an email. It will actually be posted on the blog spot as well. But you need to send me an email, let me know that you are purchasing to join that class, because of course, I need to explain to you how all this is going to go, all the little good stuff, versus you just jumping on it. So like I said, definitely send me an email to spiritmsa@gmail.com. It is also in the description box. And like I said, it'll be this weekend. Time stuff will be announced once you say, hey, this is what I want to do, blah, blah, blah. Matter of fact, it'll be throughout the whole day. Like I said, Saturday and Sunday, I want to be at home. So there's not really any time. I'm going to wake up at a certain time, which I will let you know that. Okay. And also too, there's no last minute stuff, because I want to really prep myself on, and like I said, I'm limiting it to 10 people tops. Okay, 10 tops. Because of course everybody's gonna have their own questions, and I just don't want to get overwhelmed with that. So 10 tops, even if it's 5 in one day, 5 in another day, or hell, all 10 in one day, it's up to you. But like I said, I want to do 101, which will be 80. And then group set will be 60. And like I said, we'll go over a lot of stuff. I'll even show you how to set up your offering table, or your space, that you're going to use to devote your time. And of course, people always ask me, if I have roommates, if I live with other people, how would I go about venerating? I tell you, your mind is such a powerful thing, and it's a terrible thing to waste. So I told you, when I, not too long ago, was in a situation and I needed to get out of that, because you guys saw a little bit of what was happening publicly, but probably you didn't say a motherfucking thing, bitch, because you got to move in motherfucking silence. And the hoes, the haters, the motherfuckers, they ain't got shit, they were gonna have shit, was like, oh, the bitch is homeless, the bitch is living in hotel room, the bitch living in some type of funding center. And I'm just like, oh girl, the devil gets so angry when the devil wants you to do some shit and you refuse to do some shit, bitch. The devil gets real upset. And like I said before, Baphomet has allowed things to come into play, while the devil sit back and motherfucking hate. And like I said, those are two different type of motherfucking frequencies. Okay, as going into a lot of people who believe in Jesus, still motherfucking believe in the motherfucking Baphomet. But a lot of people who believe in Jesus don't really fuck with the devil. Okay, so we'll keep that there. So like I said, people saw that, but I was in a space where I couldn't burn candles. So the place I was, in and out of, bitch, they were like, oh yeah, you can't burn none of that, even though you can cook there. You were not able to burn anything. So bitch, it was about my mind and meditating. And that's where meditation come in at. And even going into the ancient practices, it was about prayer and meditation. It was about listening and talking. And a lot of times, like I said before, we get so many signs a day, 1,000 plus messages. We're so distracted by these messages because we're not listening. So I got to be on the phone all day. I got to look at TV all day. I have to deal with people all day. And like I said, I need my alone time. When I first wake up, bitch, don't call me, don't blow me up, because bitch, I'm busy. Sometimes for bed, same thing. Now I'm making that a real big thing. Before bed, honey, I need to let you go and do my thing, because like I said, sometimes you need to listen to say, okay, this is what's going on, and go forward. But people are, like I said, not really paying attention. They're not closing their mouth and opening their ears. And honestly, that's why my parents always say, a hard head makes a soft ass. Okay, you don't want a motherfucker listen, but you're gonna keep following that motherfucking ass. One time is enough for many people, and sometimes not even one time of following your fucking ass. Sometimes you can see other people fucking fail, and you say, "Bitch, I'm not doing that." That's why you converse with people. That's why you get to know people, and you get different perspectives of certain situations so they can shine their light. Well, this happened to me. Well, why did that happen to you? I don't know. Yes, you know. And if you don't know, you're gonna be in that same situation again. There was an old saying I used to always say that I cannot remember anymore. That was actually on a website where we're saying those who it was something like, those who chooses not to remember their past are doomed to experience it again, or are going to be doomed in the future, something like that. So the same thing with that. If you've been through experiences and you chose not to learn your lessons from those experiences, and you want to keep lingering with that energy, known as dead energy, that shit is gonna keep multiplying. You're gonna keep getting your motherfucking not results. You're gonna keep getting those fucking experiences. Everything's about experiencing and learning from them and growing from them. As he said, life is a school. And bitch, if you fail, you just retake it. It's not about passing or failing, or I got all A's, you got all F's. You fail, bitch, you're gonna retake it all over again, kind of like in school. You fail a test, bitch, you're gonna flunk it, they're gonna make you retake it. Same thing with life. You got it wrong, and you got the experience, you chose not to listen, bitch, when it's all said and done, you're gonna go through the exact same thing again. Now it may be a little different. Maybe you experience it as a black woman this life, and maybe the next life you're gonna experience it as a white man. But these experiences does not go away if you don't learn from them. So it's time to close your mouth and open your motherfucking ears. And especially what's going on now. Everybody got opinions and but the funny thing about it is they don't really talk about what's going on in their own damn house. You got opinion for everybody else but your own damn life. That's why I'm not a fan of gossiping, honey. Your credit ain't looking good, bitch. Please don't talk about nobody else's credit. You ain't got the money. Please don't talk about people being broke and shit. Yeah, honey. Yeah. Oh my God. You know your life is in fucking shambles. Please don't sit on my motherfucking phone or my motherfucking inbox and say, girl, you know my neighbor said her son's baby's mama was threatening. Like, girl, I don't want to hear that shit. Girl, sorry. No. Mm-mm. Now, if you're a client, go to send over that consultation fee. We can definitely sit there and talk about that. Okay, but if it does not concern me, bitch, I'm not a fan of that, honey. While the tea reminds me of this Genga elephant being who talked to me in the forest with no trees, and the other Genga elephant beings are running super fast. He was a dark black color. Oh, come on, Jalea. Well, you know that. Ganesha is definitely with you. And the class, Jaleel, is going to definitely teach you some things that you may already know. You may already know. That's what I said. I let spirit come in and tell me what I need. Hey, listen, honey, I wasn't a fan of the offering you gave me. Well, that's so weird because someone who also claimed to venerate you said that was the offering you want. And they're like, wait, who? Who? I don't know who that is. What? Well, they said they gave you yeah, honey, I'm telling you, this is what I like. And then you will start seeing results. A lot of times people go by what they're taught or what people tell, oh, you know what? Oh, Shun don't like this. And if you don't, she'll take your money away. Listen, for myself and other people who have bought the Oshun oil in the past, and who also, I don't know if I offered an Oshun class or I offered something dealing with Oshun. I can't remember. It was called like Season of Oshun, but I think it was dealing with seduction. I don't think it was dealing with Oshun herself. Maybe there'll be a class on that as well, because I've had great success with that, especially with the LGBT community. I have gay men who married their lifelong partner using the energy of Oshun. Come on in here. See, a lot of these toes out here talking about they with Oshun, but they anti-motherfucking gay. But like I said, I know of more success love stories with Oshun amongst LGBT people than I do of non-LGBT people. And I know a lot of people, especially when it's a heterosexual. I know a lot of people who are heterosexual, and like I say, it don't really work for them, honey. So I'm going to leave that there. But it's definitely about your connection to these energies. Yes, honey. Oh, come on here, Charlie. Yes, me too. Come on in here. Ola, come on here. FY, the doctor write my final medical report in 6 weeks. Remember, you did my court case back in the day. I got my doctor surgery surgeon now set up. I know that's right, Dee Dee. Listen. Everything falls into place the way it's supposed to fall into place. Okay? And of course, energy is energy. So, of course, if you can sit yourself in that space of only seeing and feeling and act, oh, honey, because, Dee Dee, people do this, just a little side note, you preparing for a job or you preparing to move. Oh, you're not going to be moving. Girl, you're going to be there forever. You ain't going nowhere. People like that, you got to stop fuck with them for a while, because in your mind, you're setting yourself up and you're speaking as if it's already happened, and you're actually telling universe what you want, because universe is always listening. So you're telling universe, listen, I'm going to move by this time. Universe, make a way. And you really believe what you're saying. Oh my God, I'm moving. Yes. And then the haters are going to be like, girl, you ain't moving, girl. You been saying you gonna be moved for the past 2 years, girl. You ain't going nowhere, girl. And then you do it, and like, wait, I really didn't think it was gonna happen. Of course you didn't. Of course you did, bitch. That's why I had to stop fucking with you like that, sis. Because you were being a little bit of a cock blocker. Okay, you were being a little bit of a hater. I'm doing prayers to remove obstacles, and you being a fucking obstacle. So the same thing with that. Sometimes you got to only deal with people who are for your goals. And even sometimes you can't tell people what you got going on because, bitch, people will feel some type of way. You know, going into my surgeries, back in the day when I went over there, I was a struggling bitch. Okay, Didi, I was a struggling hoe. I saved my money up, flew over there to Florida, was ready to do some shit. Haters were calling and cancel appointments and shit. Hi, this is, act like they me and shit. I'm right in the office. What? Why is she right here? That type of shit. It was just hating. So, behind the scenes, Didi, they were like, well, what's she gonna do now? Because she's a broke tranny. She lost all that money. What's she gonna do? I didn't say shit. I wanted to be that bitch and say, oh girl, you don't gotta worry about it. Girl, I'm that bitch. I'm gonna make it happen. But I just let them talk. They say, oh, really? They were talking about that? What am I gonna do? And I'm not getting my money back. Oh, okay. Wow, okay, we're gonna let it go. Okay. Okay, girl. Mm-hmm. Moved in silence, bitch. Not even 2 weeks after I landed, I was already at another doctor getting a motherfucking consultation. Oh, okay, girl. So what's she about to do? Y'all, not even 3 months after that, what? 4 months later, going in to do the next surgery. Oh, what does she do? Oh, girl, she must use carecredit.com. Oh, girl, yeah, what about the other money? Girl, I got the other money back. And I had money to get that motherfucking surgery. Like I said before, if I want something, I'm going to motherfucking get it. If that means I don't eat for motherfucking week, bitch, all I eat is motherfucking a bowl of cereal one time a motherfucking day and drinking a gallon of motherfucking water to fucking get me full, that's what that's going to be. As you're dedicated to chase penis, as you're dedicated to get high, as you're dedicated to chase the man who does not want you, I'm dedicated to accomplish my motherfucking dreams. And if there's a will, there's a motherfucking way. And that's what I kept telling myself. So that's why these hoes are like, oh, girl, she had to use care credit. No, baby, it was cash. Here's a receipt right here. They don't give you this receipt if it's cash, honey. This is if it's care credit. This is paid in full, honey. It's a paid in full. Oh, well, what were you doing? What kind of scam were you doing? Honey, if you can see right here, it gives you the checking account number that it came out of, right? So let me show you my check right now. Means you want to be that hating bitch. Here's the checkbook, right? Is that not the same? Or is it? Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, you must have got it from your mom and daddy then. Bitch, no, I didn't. I worked for it. If I did got it from my mom and daddy, bitch, it's better than what you did. Bitch, you use carecredit.com. Bitch, if I got it from my motherfucking parents, bitch, let that be. It didn't come for them though. Because, bitch, I'm grown as fuck. I'm not coming to my parents for a motherfucking thing. Okay? I could work for my shit. So, like I said, DD, you have to definitely stay focused and say, this is what I want to happen and see it happen. Only focus on that. Oh, yeah, that settlement coming in. What am I going to do? Get your little notebook, DD, and say, that settlement coming in. Okay, the first couple of thousand, I'm going to make sure I pay off my debt. Ooh, wait a minute, hold up. And then I'm also gonna buy this bitch a ticket to move far away from me because she bugging the fuck out of me. Come on, universe. Thank ya. And then you right, okay, then with the last bit of money, I'm gonna put that into this because I want to go to that trip to Tahiti still. Yeah, I want to go to Tahiti. Oh yes. Yes, universe, thank you. Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna have like 2,000 left. What the fuck am I gonna do with that money? Oh, you know what? That's right. I owe that other bitch that money. Okay. Woo! That's it. Every day, look at that every day. I'm so thankful, universe, for the opportunity to get this settlement. It's amazing to have this. It's amazing to have this settlement, universe. I'm so appreciative, universe. Other people could have had the settlement, but you chose to give it to me. Thank you, and that's it. Stay positive, honey. Don't get upset when people push you off. Block them, delete them, and ban them. That's it. Bitches want to, get you upset because they don't want you to win. You only win when you're positive, and that's how you prosper. Being positive. You cannot prosper being a Debbie Downer, miserable ass motherfucker, regardless of what you're going through. And like I said, the universe will listen. You raise your frequency, okay? Because the third dimension is a low frequency. You raise it up, and the spirits come through faster. Come on in here, Dee Dee. Who you doing? Come on here, Jay Forever. How you doing? Not a forest with no trees. The trees had no leaves. Oh, that sound like a rhyme. Not no forest with no trees. The trees had no leaves. Not a forest with the. Listen. And that's all symbolic right there too. That's all symbolic. And what's so crazy too, Jaliel? When they were dancing, they were doing a certain type of dance. And I remember I met this Indian guy and I told him, I said, the dance that they were doing, and I was like imitating it. And he said, that's weird because they do that dance when it comes to weddings. And that's when I thought about it. I said, what the fuck? I know how to get spiritually married to Ganesha. Because, people, oh, you can get married to spirits. Now, I don't believe in that, but that's just my belief. I'm going to leave that alone. I'll leave that alone, honey. Because you're not the only one. You're not the last one. You're not the first. You're not the only. You're not going to be the last. So, bitch, yeah, you married to them. Everybody married to them. That's it. I'm going to keep that alone. So I'm like, I don't think it was spiritual marriage. I think it was him saying, come home, my child. Come on in here. I got you good. So every time I'm like, oh my God, oh, ooh, honey, I need it. Honey, Ganesha's there. Listen, ding, ding, ding. How you doing? Yes, honey, come on in here. You caught the live. Come on in here. Yes, honey. Come on in here, Jay Forever. Ow. Yes, honey. Funny, I told the doctor as soon as the report is done, Florida, here I come. I was offered a place to move on 5 acres. I totally hear you. I know that's right. Come on in here. 5 acres and a mule. Is there a mule included too? No, Lachey and I made up. Yes, honey. Yes. Oh, yes. Uh-huh. Didi. Yes, we are. We are going to do that. Yes, honey. Yes, we are going to do that. Yes, honey. Ow. Ooh, the tea. Yes, honey. You come on home. Yes. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And it's so weird too, Jalia? Like around that time, I felt stuck. Like I felt stuck. And, Ganesha represents freedom and free flowing and everything happening the way that it should happen and not always the way you want it to happen. So I felt stuck. I felt like, oh my God, I can't do this by myself. Oh my God, what if my life is gonna, like I felt trapped. And for Ganesha to appear like that, it was like amazing. And so, like I said, for me, I only work with spirits that call out to me. It's not somebody brings up, why do I keep hearing the spirit? No, there's no me just working with it because I hear that. I have to feel a connection. And then once I look up other than, oh, we have similar names or we're part of the same culture. Yeah, just because you're African, I mean, you have to deal with only Orishas. Like, that makes no sense to me at all. Or just because you're European, I mean, you only have to deal with Norse beings. Like, yeah, there's such thing as being kicked out of the house and also being distant relatives. Like, bitch, it's okay to be African and work with other type of energies because, bitch, that might be your true calling. Maybe your first life was, Indian, South Indian. Maybe that was your first calling. So no matter what culture you grow up in now, or this life, the previous life, whatever, you're drawn to the devas. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what I told one of my people who reached out to me, who's actually in a house who practice African spirituality, and they're not Black. And they said, people are just only me, or not just only, but people are telling me off like, I'm not Black, I should be. And I'm like, but they don't know you though, because a lot of these people are Black, and they don't know who the hell they are. Some of these people are more European than they are African, but they assume that they're African and only African because they're very dark skinned. And I don't mean a motherfucking thing. You got more, oh, well, we got European bloodness because of slave master. That's not true. That's not true, girl. Some of your grandparents wanted some white dick or some white vajayjay, honey, and that's okay. Okay, that's okay. Like some of y'all want it now. Some of y'all, you be sitting here watching, white porn, but you sitting there talking about F white people, and you out there watching Black porn too, some BBC, and her talking about nigger and all this other good shit, but you over here watching that Black porn, honey, getting off to it. Girl, I'm out of that. That ain't none of my business. Right, if you're married to a spirit, they must be for everybody. Right, Jay Forever. And I'm not for people that's for everybody. See, that's that thing. That's what I said. That's that poverty, not that impoverished, Oh shit. See, I'm impoverished mindset. Okay, that's what that shit is. That whole, teaching your daughters, which came up again, teach your daughters that a boy only likes you if he pushes you or hits you, is why a lot of people right now will date a man or stay with a man who verbally abuses them, mentally abuses them, and physically abuses them. They will only deal with them because, and a man who treats them right, oh no, he's too nice for me. Yeah, because your parents taught you were a kid that a guy will only like you if he pushes you. Oh girl, don't take it this. He likes you and you fucking got a busted lip and shit. So you grow up and that shit is in your fucking head and you're like, well, he loves me. And then we out here calling the person stupid. And it's like, well, we can't really say that because that's what they were taught. Even going now, you got to stay with your people regardless of what they go through. Bitch, not I. Bitch, not I. Bitch, I don't give a fuck what you look like. Bitch, you could be girl. You could look like me, girl. Even if I had a twin, okay? We came from the same placenta. It looked very identical, and you did some real fucked up, vile shit, bitch, honey, you're on your own. I don't give a fuck about that, bitch. Blood is thicker than motherfucking water, but blood ain't always what's connected to you, bitch. We're relatives, but we're not motherfucking connected like that. So, bitch, yeah, sorry, you're just on. Bye. Bye, honey. I don't vibe with that. Sorry, honey. Girl, bye. But girl, like I said, everybody's in this little weird little mindset. And to me, it's mind control. Girl, skin folks and I was motherfucking kin folks, bitch. Bitch, you might be skin folks, but you're not motherfucking kin folks. We're not kin in spirituality. We're not kin in physicality, bitch. We're motherfucking just skin folks who look alike. Okay. And we know that dogs are dogs, but they don't always get along. And we're not out here, oh my God, that's so horrible. Dog or dog. And anyway, I'm gonna keep that because that's going to a whole nother topic. Would you say that Dura is a being of fire? Yes. Yes, come on here, Jay Forever. Yes, honey. The time difference, I'm in Georgia right now. There was a tornado warning when I was in Florida the other day. Listen, these energies, woo, these energies are working. I said before, honey, they coming. We offered a class on spirituality, learning your spiritual gifts. We got into geomancy and all this other stuff. For those of you who took that class, this is your time to get on that. Reflect that shit. See, everybody is a chief, but we don't have enough. Excuse me, everybody's a chief when it comes to the YouTube and the Instagram shit. But everybody's just regular ass Indians when it comes to real life. And it's like, honey, no tea, no shade. Okay, all those girl, can't y'all redirect some shit? There's power in numbers, honey. We know that in math. 4 to the second power, 4 to the seventh power, 4 to the 12th power. We know that 4 to the 12th power is more powerful than 4 to the first power. So, bitch, why can't you get together and get some shit happen? But you know why it ain't gonna work? Because, bitch, there's an imbalance. There's an imbalance in a lot of these places in the mindset of people and the spiritual bodies of people. There's an imbalance. So Mother Nature comes in and balance it out. We got volcano eruptions. We got all the shit. Tornadoes. All this is to bring balance because there's a spiritual imbalance. Okay, going into the California wildfires. Yes, of course, it dealt with some shit as it, all around the world. But still, majority of the time, bitch, it is nature allowing shit to happen. And it is what it is, girl. When you're in balance, girl, things are liable to get you right together. That's why I say you don't have to really accept every single thing, but you're gonna fucking respect it. And respecting it is saying, I don't really agree with those people, but you know what? If they had talked to me, I'm gonna address them as, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, versus, ooh, yeah, bitch, that stink ass attitude ain't getting you nowhere, and it doesn't affect me really. Cause you cruel to me, girl. I don't give a fuck about that. You rolling your eyes at me, girl. You pay my bills, honey. Hello, you pay my bills. You shit for me. So it's only hurting you. And my mom always said when you point one finger, you got 3 fingers and a thumb pointing right back at you. So that hoe, I don't like that hoe. Oh no, I don't do Christians. Oh no, I don't do fat people. Girl, you ain't hurting them at all. Some of them might act like they hurt, but they're not hurt. Girl, they still going to bed. Girl, you ain't stopping them. But come on in here, Grand Madam. Hula. Yes, honey. Since I just did more family research for it, and I found out a lot of the whites in the family were way after slavery, like the early 1900s. I'm telling you right now, just like going into that just lightly, like black on black crime. I'm like, so if blacks really came from Africa, black selling out blacks wasn't black on black crime, if that was real. Like, that's not black on black crime. Oh, he learned it from a white man. Yeah, I think that, like I said, people need to be held responsible and accountable for the bullshit that they do. And the fact is that people are teaching things to their children that are not accurate instead of researching and doing their own. You're looking into their information themselves. That's really the saddest part. And I told y'all, there's books out there that only have like 3 copies, 4 copies, 5 copies that people don't really know about because you don't utilize the public library. And that's like I said, a lot of the stuff I learned, outside of people teaching me was going to the library and getting books. I was like, wait, what? What is it? They got a book on it. Wait, that's not what they taught us in school. And that's how I was telling one of my sister. They're like, what they teach you in schools and these documentaries is it's a form of brainwash. It's let me tell you my story. Let me rewrite history for you. But they got books that were written for real stuff. Like I said, going into the real meaning of black and white. It's the same fucking thing. Blank, bank, blanco, blanc, black, they're all the same thing. And so people forget that. Black and white is the same thing, just like motherfucking gray. Like the only thing that is really, really colored is blue, purple, yellow, orange. But even then, all those colors together make either white or make fucking black. So, like I said, there's no such thing as, oh, girl, the white people are aliens. Like you are too. Like you are too, girl. You're a reptilian. Like you are too. Just so happen you mastered a certain level, and not all, but going into the armor you have, because the flesh is an armor. Okay, so dark has some advantages as well as white does. Okay, going into hot and cold climates. Lighter skin can handle colder climates than darker skin, and vice versa. Darker skin can handle the heat and dryness better than lighter skin can. So, like I said, there's advantages and plus, but the whole, oh girl, black people is God, and the original God was black, and I'm just like, but I'm pretty sure it's not the black you think though. Like I'm pretty sure, like even thinking of blank, like blank, blanco, and black, those are all three the same words. Okay, blank would be transparent. You cannot see that blank. It's there, but it's not there. Oh, it's blank. Okay, so if it's really blank, now we're getting into word magic. If it's really blank, then how are you saying it's blank? It is something. So if it's blank, then you're saying that something is there, but you cannot see it. So that's the spirit. That is God. That's the Holy Spirit. Okay, going into black, that is darkness. That is heavy energy. That is lower frequency. That's why the Mormons believe that the devil was a black person. Okay, you better learn something, honey. For if you're not into that stuff, get into that. That's why they believe that. Even going into, I think, Jehovah's Witnesses too, that black people descended from the devil. Okay, and then going into white, blanco. That is something that is not really transparent, but it lacks color. Okay, so that's why I'm like, it's all three the same thing, but it's just on different frequencies. And if that does not resonate with you, and you choose to really sit there and say, well, black is that, white is that, and God is that. Okay, honey. Like I said, you're exactly where they wanted you to be at. You're stuck in your lower self. You're stuck in the I want to say third dimension. You're still trying to rise into the third dimension. Because of course, the first, second, and the third, the root, hell, the middle being the middle earth, and the solar plexus or sacral being the middle earth, and solar plexus being the upper earth where we are now consciously. Okay, the things you can see, you're still trying to get there, and that's why you're struggling with, oh my God, how could this be? And girl, it's a whole other tea. But definitely, a lot of people have white ancestry after slavery. A lot of people have white ancestry before that. We talk about Benjamin Franklin. And we talk about a whole bunch of other European people that said there were black people over there. African American means black Englishmen. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. We won't even go into that, honey. The words, how they got bought out, how they switched it around. Like I said, get into the English language before the 1800s, and then we could talk. Okay. You're still learning English after that, and you're still using what they taught you in schools, which is them educating you. They have a certain structure. All schools have a certain way of teaching, but they all in America practice the same system. And of course, they say the old system, 1940s, all the good shit. Either way, that's their curriculum. That's their structure. Even if you are a teacher, I'm not a teacher in that sense, spiritually I am, but I'm not a teacher as far as the school districts go. But I have friends who are, and they had curriculum. Some of them had to go get approval of a curriculum from the district because they thought that, okay, you're overstepping your boundaries now. Like, we understand that this is the real history, but this is what we want to teach people. And as I said, honey, yeah, if that's your type of team and that's what you're stuck in, honey, you're not on this level. And it's not me saying that I'm better than you, but I'm definitely, kind of, my learning is a little more progressed than you. You're still kind of learning how to get, to point, B, and I've already passed B. I'm on C now. Okay. And I might even be on MOP. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I don't know, honey. But it's where they love his family, and that's just that. That's right, Jay. Come on in here. Sometimes your friends could support you more than your family can. Anybody over here. And that kind of leads me to like the LGBT stuff too. Like I was watching something which I know is some foolery, and I'm gonna do a video on this coming up probably within the next 2 days. But I was watching something, just a little small snippet, and someone mentioned something about, it's okay for people who know them to call them and address them still as their birth name, and to still call them he and my nephew and my son. But people that are outside of that, oh, I'm going to read you down. And I always say what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So going into even the fact is that they're coping with the change. Like if it just happened 2 years ago, I could see that. Okay, if it just happened even a month ago, but if you've been transitioning for 10 plus years, clearly they know that it's not a phase, and they're still calling you blah 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 blah. Yeah, girl, it's the fact that they really don't give a fuck about how you feel. To them, it's me, myself, and I. And like I said, going into my experience with my mother, okay, going into my experience with my siblings, going into my experience with people who I fuck with that are relatives to me, flat out, they knew me my whole fucking life. My mother gave birth to me. Okay, I came out of her pussy. And the flat out thing she said, if you want to be called purple and you feel like you're fucking orange, you're an orange that want to be called purple. And that's what I'm going to respect you as. Also going deeper than that, God loaned me you guys. So as a mother, I'm here to protect and provide and allow you and teach you to be the best human that you possibly can be. For me to sit here and say, well, I can't accept the fact that my daughter wants to be a man. I can't accept that my son wants to be a woman. To sit there and say that is you stepping outside of your parental boundaries. That's you stepping outside of you're trying to make your son or daughter like you. And that's not what God gave you the ability to have children for. God wanted you to be fruitful and multiply. And God wanted you to allow more spirits to come in because it's deeper than them being your descendants. It's you being a portal, you being someone that's able to channel in energy, a gateway for energy to come in, and your job is to teach them to be the best they possibly can be. And if you have not taught your child to love themselves and respect themselves, because also that goes into that too. The whole thing about that's my son and I'm still learning, like you're very disrespectful. You really give a fuck about the welfare and the mindset of your child because, bitch, if you loved your children, love is unconditional. You're going to say, listen, as long as you're not committing a crime, and some people still got the kids back. I know some people that are parents of serial killers and they still love their fucking child. They're not out here disowning them. Oh, I'm not into the killing shit, but I love my child. That's your job. Unconditional. And like I said, I was having a conversation earlier. It's like people who go to school to be a doctor. People who go to school to be a doctor, they wasn't born a fucking doctor. They earned the right to be called doctor. They did the work. They educated themselves. They dedicated themselves. They went to school. They learned how to be, they adapted to that. And so they earned the right to be called a doctor. And out of respect, you call them doctor. You don't call them doctor because you have to call them doctor. Whether you agree with it or not, you're calling because it's respectful to do that. The same thing with a motherfucking trans person, whether it's a male or female. Out of respect, you're going to say she, her, miss, out of fucking respect. It's not about, well, I'm still learning. And no, girl, because if you're fat as fuck and somebody call you a fat ass, they're learning to cope with your bigness. What's the difference with that? It's the same fucking thing to me. So like I said, I don't understand that. And that's why a lot of people, like I said, they switch up on you. Some people have been transitioning for 30, 40 years. And the first 20 years of the transition, I was a drag queen. I was a man that wanted to emulate my mama. And then now 20 years later, now I'm a woman. And they're so confused because that's what their parents injected on them. That's what they're so right. And like I said, for me, and this is me, if I see myself as something and you don't see that for me, I can easily cut you off. I'm not that pressed to have people around me like that because there are friends and there's people that the universe will put into your life that will support you for your purpose. They will support you for your vision. And if you don't want to see it the way I see it, we don't have to talk. And the whole thing about, well, it's my family, so I have to deal with it. No, the fuck you don't. Because the same thing with you got family members that are felons. What about you calling them felon Robbie? every time he saw them. How, you don't think they'll feel some type of way about that? Oh, girl, you're a felon. It's the same thing. Out of respect, you're not going to call them felon Robbie. You're going to call them Rob out of respect, unless they say, you call me felon Robbie. Now you're going to be respectful, at least for me. So like I said, for me, it is the whole, you want people to be what you want them to be, not I'm going to love and cherish my child or friend unconditionally. And that's the biggest issue. But of course, once again, when a parent don't know how to love themselves, when a parent didn't feel loved, when a parent has healing that needs to take place, they project that sickness onto their child. So it's, you're trans, but I'm still gonna call you a boy because that's what I gave birth to. That right there, that's a sickness. Oh yeah, you might be a doctor, but I'm still gonna call you whatever the fuck I'm gonna call you because I had you. Yeah, sick people come from a sick place. Unhealed people come from an unhealed place. Trauma people, people who experience trauma, come from a traumatic place. And like I said, I don't have time for that. I've cut family off, not a lot, but I've cut most of them off. And some of them, it's not even about them not accepting me for being who I am. It's them being fake as fuck. It's them being messy. It's them, going through shit, baby daddy out here having sex with other people, bringing them back a STD. And then they want to sit on the phone and talk about you. Girl, well, did you see? I mean, it's not my business, but it's just like, so you don't care what your man is doing right now? I mean, the fact that you still calling this man your man and you see him once a week is quite depressing, sis. Like, you should be talking about that when you talking to some with other people, not what the fuck I'm doing. If I want to go out with a topless t-shirt on, if I want to go out in some coochie cutter shorts and my ass chicken, bitch, let me do that. I'm grown as fuck. And I wish a bitch or motherfucker would come up and check my motherfucking ass. Bitch, I wait for that day. I wish a motherfucker would. Hey, you just to let you know the outfit you got is a little too sexy. Yeah, bitch, I'm telling you, I'm gonna make somebody cry. Well, just so you know, bitch, you might want to go get that. You might want to go see a dermatologist, bitch, because it looks like you got dermatitis, psoriasis, something going on with there. So maybe you're upset because you can't rock this like that. Skin all fucked up, girl. Your body shaped funny. Yeah, bitch, mind your business. And I might just keep it real cute and look at them up and down and keep walking. That's what I'll be waiting for someone to say, bitch, you can think it all day long. I'm not pressing that. But the minute you, excuse me, I just want to say something. Your wig is crooked. Okay. Well, your smile is also crooked. But I didn't say nothing about that. I'm not concerned about your mouth being crooked. So why are you concerned about my mouth? Well, I just want to let you know because you probably didn't know that. Well, I want to let you know too because you probably didn't know that neither. Bitch. Come on here, Yellow Joy. How you doing? Yes, honey. Thank you. Yes, Yellow Joy is so relaxing. Ow. How you doing? Yes, honey. Let me think back to when my mom lied to a friend and said that her white great grandfather was basically a slave master when he was a whole school professor. I hella felt, you know what? That's another 2J. I'm not convinced a lot of the shit that's going on was only done by the shit they say is going on. It's the storylines for me. If you told me a story and you said, it's unfortunate that the Native Americans, the Europeans came in and colonized America and they raped the Native Americans and they drugged them, blah, 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 and you said that one time and you left it alone, or you probably said like once every 50 years, every generation said like once or twice. Then I'm like, okay, they really trying to say some information. But if it's like every fucking movie that comes out every 3 years, every 4 years, it's 12 years of slavery, 7 years of being the master's gatekeeper, this year to that, being a help, like every movie you come out with that is powerful, best-selling, critics are giving a double thumbs up, it deals with a topic. Now I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, is that a real topic? Or is there something really going on? And like I said, for me, because I see both sides of the story, I'm like, there's no way that you're trying to keep peace, but keep feeding people certain shit. There's no way. There's no way that you keep feeding people certain storylines whenever there's something happen and you make it a race thing. Not the fact that that person probably didn't want that because they were just that bitch. But you keep feeding a storyline. Now it's like, what you really trying to get people to buy into? And if people are buying into it, like going into the CR19 vaccine and all that, bitch, I'm not getting that. Bitch, you make it that we all have to get it, bitch, you gonna put me in jail, you gonna find me, because I'm not getting it. And the people who are getting it, honey, I think you're under mind control. Because, bitch, AIDS is real. Motherfuckers ain't out here using condoms. I think, matter of fact, the stores are always stocked up on condoms. The last time I checked, bitch, and all those people popped up pregnant and shit. You don't use condoms. And AIDS is motherfucking real. HIV is real. Not to mention the other shit. And you also got hepatitis C, hepatitis B. We're not talking about that. People are getting that too. Ain't nobody talking about getting a vaccination for hepatitis C and B, but it's real. Okay, y'all out here eating ass, eating this, eating that, and all that shit. Girl, girl, licking toes and shit. And I know what the fuck those toes been. And it's just like, but ain't nobody talking about that. Oh, girl, did y'all get y'all TB shot? Did y'all get y'all tetanus shot? How many of y'all got y'all booster shot? Like, ain't nobody talk about that. Well, I was like, girl, I'm going on Tuesday, go get my vaccine. Oh, but you're under mind control, bitch. You weren't concerned about catching a disease or possibly getting pregnant. Because if you were, you would have bought some damn condoms. But now this shit is out. Now you concerned about this shit. Girl, if you're meant to die from this shit and you try to get the vaccine and not get the shit, you going to die from something else, girl. When it's your time, it's your time. It's your time to go when it's your time. Honey, if that means CR19 is going to take you out, so be it. The fact that you're trying to get me to, girl, bye. I ain't doing it. There's an agenda, girl, and I ain't falling for the agenda, honey. Try the next bitch, not me. Girl, bye. Or do you think that it's the tea with this new Covina? I'm going to tell you what I think, Jay. I told people this before. The first go around of the vaccines was a test trial. The next go around is like they're using the people who are down to get it voluntarily as a test dummy so they can correct. Okay, so they can correct issues with it. But they also say, even though you get it, you still got to mask up and use gloves because you got other strands. And it's like the flu shot. Just because you got a flu shot don't mean you're not going to get the flu because there's different strands of the fucking flu. There's different strands of influenza. So you're getting the flu shot is for that strand. They're not telling you that there's 200-something odd million other strands that you could possibly get still or that you could get. Not you possibly will, you could get if you come in contact with those strands. So the fact is that they're not really talking about that with this is where I'm like, okay, now they're just proving that we don't really think. We just go with what is popular. If it's popular that people are eating nature cereal with blueberries and pomegranates, now we want to start eating the nature cereal. If it's popular that people are eating sea moss, now we want to start eating sea moss. And it's just like, where is the people that are doing shit on them for themselves? Where is the individuals, bitch? This is what I believe, so this is what I'm gonna do. Why is everybody doing the exact same shit, talking about like some shit? Oh, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Girl. So like I said, for me, it's a gimmick. There's some tea going on, and bitch, like I said, girl, you be a part of that shit if you want to. You don't know what that shit is, or you know if that shit is radioactive. They haven't said that. They said the shit is not radioactive. Have they said it's not radioactive? Because the shit could be radioactive. The shit could be some type of liquid that's ready to be activated. Girl, it could be eating up your brain cells right now, going into your bloodstream and starting shutting down your organs. And like I said, we'll see in 10 or 20 years. I say about 5 to 7. We'll see. Girl, the people who got it, girl, for some reason, my left egg is itching. Going into, what was that? Bird flu or swine flu, people are getting the shots for that. And I said, honey, I ain't getting it. This is like 2010. I said, honey, I ain't getting it. 2008, no, it was like 2009, 2010. I ain't getting it, girl, because there's some shit with that. Girl, I kid you not. 2 of my cousins got it. They had real bad complications. Not when they got the shot, but the following season, they had real bad complications. One of them almost lost her damn pregnancy. She had to go get shots every damn week to keep her pregnant. And she had like 7 other kids. No problems like that. So that's why I'm like, yeah, y'all go sit and play with that shit if y'all want to. You're not putting nothing in my body that you know nothing about. A year and a half ago, y'all know what the shit was. A couple of, we gonna get it together. Now it's like, girl, y'all experts at the shit. Bitch, you ain't get me together. Like I said, girl, I keep my distance. I get my sleep. I do everything to keep my immunity up. I eat clean. I make sure I'm hydrated. Your body will handle what it needs to handle. Oh, but your body's never seen this. Your body has never seen this day either, but you survived it, right? So your body's seen April 13, 2021 before? Like, girl, get the fuck out of here. You play that mind game with somebody else, girl. With another stupid bitch. You ain't playing that shit with me. Yes, honey. You're on point about those movies. Reinforce negative thought patterns. Grand Madam, I've noticed too since I don't watch the news that I'm more at peace. I'm calm. I feel more connected to spirit. You know, I just feel better. When I used to watch the news, it used to worry me. I used to be scared. Oh my God, there's somebody going around breaking into people's houses. Oh my God, oh my God. Like fear. It was fear every fucking day. And it's like that. Like I said, I'm not looking at girl bye. Girl, somebody will tell you, there's a, hey girl, did you hear about it? They shutting down America for 2 days. Somebody gonna tell you that. Hey girl, did you hear about in a couple of months they're gonna be blah, blah, blah. I don't need to look at the news to know that. And then you want to tell me what you want to tell me? Can you tell me about every single thing that fucking happened? Why are you picking the stories that you want to tell me that you think I need to know? I need to know about that shit. That has nothing to do with me, honey. But you're choosing to tell me those stories because you want those stories to create a reaction. And the reaction you want from that, you want it to be a domino effect to where everybody say, oh my God, ooh, girl, bye. You didn't get me together. Oh. Huh. Mm-mm-mm. I was just at my great grandmother's funeral and come to find out she died days after taking a second vaccine. That is so sad, Jay. And I send my condolences to you and your family. Nobody's transition is easy. But we know that this is a part of life, and I'm sure your great grandmother lived a very long time, and she did some beautiful things for people, and that right there will be with you forever, and for generations to come. She passed away physically, but she is always with you spiritually. Yes, honey, come on in here. No vaccine for me either. Did you hear Vietnam has only 35 deaths from C? Up, 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 up. Well, madam, I think it was some bullshit when they said that an isolated part of the world had cases and said that it came from the pollen. There was a part of the world that was isolated. They had no visitors, no inside encounter, and they ended up getting it. Talk about it was the pollen that gave it to them. Girl, you ain't getting me together. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. 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 Yeah, and this is a tuna sandwich from Sprouts. Albacore tuna. Y'all, a multi-grain bread. Whew. Mm-mm-mm. Mm, 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 mm. I'm eating some quinoa chips. Y'all, this is good. Mm, 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 mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm. Look at that. Hmm. Mm. So speaking of that, Americans think they're the shit. I don't know why. I don't know who taught Americans that they're the shit. I don't know what it is, but Americans really think they're the shit. And I'm American. I'm saying that because I don't think I'm the shit. I think that I'm like everybody else, girl. I'm no different than those over there in third world countries. I'm no different for those that think that they're in a hierarchy of wealth. Okay, bitch. We all shit. We all bleed. We all die, and that's it. But I just don't understand how they could pass rules and stuff and say, and even if you don't know what it is, because bitch, this is just me. Even if I don't know what it is, I'm gonna still protect myself. I'm gonna still say, you know what? Let me be mindful of this just in case it really is what they say it is. I don't know. I'm gonna still say, let me protect myself. So that way if it comes down to me, well, bitch, you didn't like putting on gloves. You didn't like wearing a mask. Like that's what I think about, right? And so even going into this, like I've been places where people really didn't give a fuck. Like they had on no mask, they had on no type of thing. They didn't give a fuck. They just walking about, and it was just like they were looking for people to say something. And I remember one of the persons, and they thought I wasn't gonna say shit. Like was I? And bitch, I know I was not just thinking that because when they did it, everybody was like, and I was like, excuse me, like yeah, excuse me, honey, like the fuck. And kept it moving. And they were thinking like, wait, what? But you know exactly what you think about you're gonna say something. And I wanted you to say something. That's why I said, excuse me, because I want them to say, what the fuck you want? But girl, they don't give a fuck. And even to where, girl, like I said, we don't know what the fuck this shit is. And the fact that you want to take that chance, and even if, girl, TB is real too. Tuberculosis, girl, people don't know about that. That's real too. Look that up. So even the fact that okay, this is going on, I don't gotta wear a mask. I don't wear a mask, bitch. I'm really looking at you like this because what do you have to hide? It's kind of like people who have something and don't want to use condoms. Like, what do you have that you just like? I'm not concerned about getting that because I already have this and that. Like, I really be writing shit down. Girl, include motherfucking license plates, bitch. You got out that car, you didn't have no mask on, bitch. I'm writing shit down just in case something go down. Because I'm like, bitch, obviously you got something that you don't really. Oh well, I already have this, so I don't really care about getting that. Obviously, there's something going on there. And like I said, it's like motherfuckers who have something. Oh, you don't do BBJ, you don't do bareback or BB. Like, no, okay, yeah, never mind. It's just like, well, I'm clean, so you don't want to do BB. That means you dirty, and it's just like, no, bitch. That means that you have something, and you're not concerned about catching something else. That's what the fuck that means. So, honey, yeah, what are you? Who are you? Yeah, but let me write this down. Who? What? Bitch, I'm making notes. Cause, bitch, that how I don't have to do it, girl. Something else is going on. And that's why these hoes, a lot of these bitches, they ain't really talking about it, girl. Talk about I'm anti-mask. We all are. But bitch, we still gonna follow directions, so bitch, we ain't getting shit. But you don't want to follow direction to do shit because you might have some. That's probably why you single as fuck. And you got people really fucking with you. Cause bitch, you got something that you don't want to disclose. That's the bitch. If you anti-mask, bitch, disclose your medical record. I'm for that, honey. I'm for that. We need to sign that on the bill. You anti-mask and you don't want to wear a fucking mask, bitch. Disclose your fucking. Show us that you ain't got the shit and something else. How about that? We see how those motherfuckers give that. I don't believe in wearing it. Yeah, okay. Show us your medical record and says because you don't got shit and you don't want to wear a mask, and we'll say okay, she just have her own opinion. But the whole, I don't. Why? They're taking away your livery if you wear that mask. That same thing Joe said when he gave those girls HIV. And now all those girls over there in San Antonio are infected. He said the same thing. Wearing a condom is really anti-sexism and it's really anti-sex positive, and they created condoms so that you're not really free to do whatever the fuck you want to do. And I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I love the way it feels. And it's like, that's something Joe said to all those hoes down there in San Antonio. Now they got the fucking virus. Oh, over there in New York and shit too. He said the same thing, girl. So the whole I don't believe in wearing a mask because it's against my liberty. And then no, bitch, what's against your liberty is the fact that a man had children with you and left your ass to take care of those children. And he didn't do it not only one time, he did it with all 7 of your kids. That's against your fuck liberty. That's what you should be protesting right there, sis. The whole wearing a mask shit, girl. You should be wearing a mask like you should have been wearing a condom when this motherfucker wasn't trying to put a ring on it. Fuck I look like giving somebody my yoni or purse, pearl of purse, whatever how they call it, concha, if he ain't trying to put a ring on it. The fuck out of here, bitch. He don't value me. So he ain't getting none of this. I'm gonna get this to somebody who values it. Fuck out of here. Good morning. Well, you know I'm on my rap. Oh my God, Jeb. Mm. Mm-mm. 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 Girl, I'll make this last little bit of hot Cheetos too. I sure am. Oh, mm. And Jolly Ranchers got some new cinnamon flavored candy. Oh, Jesus. Mm-mm. Hot tamales is my favorite candy, but now I go in between hot tamales and Jolly Ranchers. It just be like, which one I want today? Do I want the Jolly Rancher? I want the hot tamales. Mm. Woo. Love me some spiciness. Come on here, Larry. We're doing good, honey. Yes, we're doing real good, Larry. How you doing? It's kind of early over there, huh? You off today? Right. Okay. Oh, you wake up early. It's only 10:16 over here. What time is it? 12 o'clock over there? 1 a.m.? We got, y'all, Anubis is fighting asleep right now. Ow, y'all, come on in here. Yes, honey. Listen. Not only I can't sleep when I'm hungry. Yes, go. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me tell you something, Grand Madam. Like 2 weeks ago, I went into Sprouts and I got some dairy-free cream cheese, chives, and onions by, I think, Kite Hill. When I tell you I got those Ritz crackers, okay, because you know those Ritz crackers good, the honey wheat ones and the whole grain. I must have opened that tub. That tub was like this big. I'm dipping and eating, dipping and eating, dipping and eating, dipping and eating. Like I'm forgetting. Open up the next package, dipping. I ate that whole damn tub of cream cheese like that to where I was literally scraping. And that shit was good. Like you really see the chives in there. You can really taste the onions with the crackers, and you pop it, and it's so good. And it's a guilt-free pleasure. Like it's dairy-free, it's gluten-free, it's really good for you, it's healthy. Oh my God, it's made from almond milk. So it's like fuck. But that it was good. It was good, honey. Ooh, it was good. Like I was like, yeah, I can have this. And I think that's something I ate that day too. I really do. I think that's something I had. Because I think I woke up like at 2 o'clock that day and I didn't come home until 11 o'clock. And then I believe I ate like an airhead or two and I went to sleep. Oh, it's so good. Mm. Okay, you had to wake up early for the play. I know that's right. Don't miss that plane. 2:16. Yes, you gotta wake up early for that plane. Ow. Listen. Yes, you gotta try it. I want to say it ranges because I went to Vons, I believe, and it was like $3.99. And then I went to Sprouts and it was like $7.99. And then I went to another store and I think they had it for like $4.99. So each store had different prices, but it's good. And they had like a jalapeno one, but I don't think that was vegan. I think or dairy free. I think it was sunny. So I was like, I don't want to get it because yeah, I can have dairy, but I don't like the way the dairy makes me feel. Like I'm not a fan of that. So I don't really do too much cheese and too much of this and that. A couple of weeks ago, honey, I did eat a whole tub of ice cream by myself. It was so good, double churned or triple churned Dreyer's ice cream. Mm. It was like Oregon strawberry something, honey. Woo, that shit was good. But yes, try that. Chives, onion, Kite Hill, dairy free spread. When I tell you, mm, what time is it? Oh, Vines is still open. Vines still open. Oh, I think I might go get a spray right now. Mm, mm, by Kite Hill. Oh, mm, 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 mm. Oh my God, Girl Madam is so good. I was born on Sundays. Archangel Michael, my guardian angel. Yes, Archangel Michael deals with Sunday, Friday, and sometimes Tuesday. Oh yes, come on in here. Ooh, Ben and Jerry's. I know that's right. Oh, that's right. I know that's right. You eat a lot of that guilty pleasure ice cream, don't you? Mm-mm-mm. I don't think I ever had Ben and Jerry's. No, I've had Haagen-Dazs, I've had Dryers, I've had Tillamook, Umpqua. Ooh, ooh, God. Umpqua, Tillamook. I've had some little low budget like Sunnyside brand. Um, but I really love vanilla bean ice cream, French vanilla ice cream, and cookie. Listen, oh, y'all are the motherfucker. Woo! Mm-mm, mm-mm, No, ooh, y'all took me to try to go get me a little thing of ice cream right now. Okay, they have the cookie dough and they have the cake batter. The cake batter and the cookie dough, it's hard to pick which one you want to eat because they're so. And I like the ice cream to get a little melted, a little bit, just a little bit of, just a little melty, just a little bit melty. And then that's how I like to suck on it, like ooh, ooh. And then also taking some hot cookies, like you get the chocolate chip cookie, put it in the oven, and while it's still hot, you take that, like if they cook it 8 minutes, you cook it for like 3 or 4 minutes. So it's not doughy, but it's a little soft. You put that shit in a coffee cup, put a scoop of ice cream or two ice cream or French vanilla bean, and you take that spoon and you scoop that ice cream up with that damn cookie. Honey, don't judge me. Okay, you'll be in fucking heaven. When I tell you this right now, you won't want to listen. I'm telling you, that's how I listen. I love being single, and I love living alone. Cause bitch, I can enjoy my guilty pleasures alone. Bitch, I don't gotta share a tub of ice cream with a motherfucker. We don't gotta share. Honey, excuse me, this is mine. Okay, and I don't gotta feel guilty about it. You don't gotta look at me while I'm eating. Sometimes Anubis look at me while I'm eating, and he ain't getting none. So he could sit back there, he could watch, but he ain't getting none. Up. Mm-hmm. Listen. uh, Oh, if they made a spicy ice cream, I will definitely try it. Matter of fact, that might. You know what? Ice cream, French vanilla ice cream with jalapeno shavings. Oh hell no. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. I'm gonna try that tomorrow. I'm gonna try tomorrow. We're gonna do habanero peppers actually. Habanero peppers or ghost peppers, and I'm gonna grate it, right? Get it nice and gratey, let the pieces get up in the ice cream, stir it up, and I'm gonna tell you what the fuck that tastes like. Ooh, that'd be so good. And in my mind too, I'm seeing like chocolate flavored ice cream with vanilla flavored ice cream, and maybe crunching up some hot Cheetos in it. Cholula might be good too in French vanilla ice cream. Yes, Cholula. I got the lemon, the lime flavored Cholula. I think it's called Chipotle lime or something. Yeah, taking that bitch and putting a couple of dots and blending that shit up. Why not? People have bacon ice cream. What's the difference between bacon ice cream and the bitch put French fries in her ice cream? The other bitch says she takes hamburger meat and break it up in her ice cream. What's the damn difference? So yeah, let me try that tomorrow. That we got a vegetable, so we halfway eating healthy with motherfucking dairy. How you doing? Come on in here. They actually got dairy free ice cream too by I think it's called Alders. I got that bitch up in there too. Dairy free ice cream, it is good too. Mm, 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 mm. I think it's made from almond or coconut, one of them. Oh yeah, it's not hamburger meat. Yes, hamburger meat in a damn ice cream, and pieces of bacon. And I'm just like, what the hell are you going through to have bacon and fucking ice cream? The fuck out of here. It's like the bitch she wanted vegan Parmesan. And I'm just like, vegan Parmesan cheese? What is it about Parmesan that you need so bad that it has to be vegan? Like you can have anything that's tangy, like blue cheese. I mean, really? Vegan Parmesan cheese? Like, so I can't knock on people eat. For me, listen, there's other meat outside of bacon. Yes. You ain't judging. Yeah, don't listen. Don't judge. Matter of fact, I'm gonna come on here tomorrow and have the ice cream with jalapeno peppers. How about that? I'm gonna come on here tomorrow and do a mukbang, and I'm gonna have it. How about that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What about all chocolate ice cream? Ooh, see, listen, chocolate is too rich for me. I can only have pure chocolate, like 70% cocoa, or I can have milk chocolate, like fudge chocolate or all chocolate. It puts me on the toilet. Like I'm not saying, but I am saying, like fudge. Ooh, fudge will really have me fudgy. It have me fudging on that damn toilet. And chocolate cake with chocolate icing, honey. Mm-mm. German chocolate cake. My grandma used to love making German chocolate cake, and she made the best German chocolate cake. And that cake got me together. Okay. You have the coconut, which I never knew that was coconut until I got older. I thought it was something else. The coconut shavings in it. But chocolate, all chocolate ice cream, like Rocky Road. Oh my God. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. The only thing I like about Rocky Roads is the nuts in there and the marshmallow pieces. I'll suck the nuts out, I'll suck the marshmallow out, and I'll keep the chocolate in that there bowl. Chocolate ice cream will have me going. Now maybe they had chocolate flavored pieces, like little chocolate morsels or something. I can handle that. But all chocolate, okay. You want me gassy and you want me, gassy and shit. Oh, I know that's right, Larry. Yes, honey. Woo! Listen, you got to try dairy free ice cream too. Larry, it is good. By Alders, they have Oregon strawberry, they have French vanilla or vanilla bean, and they also have another one. It's like a no, what is it? Is it chocolate chip? There's a dark blue box, a green box, and there's another box. Oh, you hate milk chocolate, love dark chocolate. Oh, I love milk chocolate. Oh, that's why I used to love Hershey chocolate with almonds in it. You take the piece of the chocolate and you suck on that milk because milk chocolate just like really melts in your mouth. You don't even gotta suck it that hard. You just go and it's melted. Dark chocolate, actually it melts quick too. Yeah, just dark chocolate has a very rich taste for me. It's just a little too rich. It takes a certain amount of class, or excuse me, it takes a classy palate to enjoy dark chocolate. I think they have 92% Calicoa. And honey, I maybe it was the brand of chocolate. I think it was by Dark. No, what was the name of that? Midnight something. Midnight Genesis. Stuff. I don't know. That shit was strong, honey. It tastes like medicine. I took that bitch and I'm like, oh, honey, it tastes like cough syrup. It was too much. That's why I can't have the like Reese's Pieces and stuff too. Too much of Kit Kat and stuff. I start to taste weird shit. Like anything, like banana pudding. Y'all, I was on a banana pudding binge like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Okay, it was banana pudding every day. Oh, I gotta get some banana pudding. I gotta get some banana pudding. And it was so good the first 3 or 4 days. Honey, when it got to that fourth day, I was like, I'm tasting like imitation, like syrup banana, like imitation, and then I'm eating. I'm like, oh my god, is that powdered? Like it was grossing me out. I said, yeah, that was the last time I had it. I've not bought it ever since then, y'all. I'm over it. Like cinnamon rolls, I got burnt out of cinnamon rolls as a kid. I don't eat cinnamon rolls as an adult. We had cinnamon rolls for breakfast, honey. Not all the time, but most of the time. It was cinnamon rolls with a cup of milk. That was the breakfast, girl, because we were very tight on budget. And honey, I just got burnt out with it. And I really got burnt out when I put the cinnamon roll in the microwave and I dunked that motherfucker in that milk and I had a nasty taste in my mouth all fucking day. I said, yeah, there's no more cinnamon rolls for me. So I'm gonna do cinnamon rolls, cinnabons, nothing with roly cinnamon, any of that. Icing on the cream, cake. Yeah, no, ma'am. I'll do cinnamon candy, but not cinnamon buns or cinnamon cake. None of that. Don't you do it. Now I will do a coffee cake with cinnamon, a cinnamon coffee cake. Now, oh, don't get it twisted. I will do that. Oh, it's only $3.99. Is it big or is it small? It's like it's this container I had was like probably about this big. Long. It was probably right this size. It could probably fit through this. And it was so delicious. Oh my God, grandmother. I like blue cheese. I like chives and onions. I like garlic. I like tangy and spicy food. Tangy and spicy. Yeah. Sweet, I could do without. Yeah. But tangy or spicy, ooh, love it. Just that weird taste. Ooh. There you got me wanting. Oh yeah. Now you got me wanting to go in here and you got me wanting to go in here and make this trip to Vons. You need to get me some French onion dip. Because that tuna sandwich, y'all, it was a half a tuna sandwich. I ate the other half earlier. This is the second half. Now I'm like, listen, I can do some dessert or I can do some dip right now. I'm just saying. Milk chocolate is the best though. Milk chocolate with, I don't know what type of chocolate that is. Lindt is a Lind, Lindt. They have this milk chocolate ball that's like a milk chocolate shell with like this cream in the middle. And you just take it, you put it in out, and it just, you don't even got to chew it. You just break it with your jaw, just, and it cracks in your mouth and it just melts. And it's just so like, yeah, y'all making me hungry, honey. You want the piece of this tuna? Oh, he don't want the tuna, honey. He don't do albacore, honey. He said, what the fuck is that? You don't do albacore, that's fine. Listen, you guys, I'm going to be going. I'm going to be definitely putting on the blog spot, the live classes. Oh, yeah, be on the lookout today. Lynn's, yes, honey. Be on the lookout today. Larry and there's a few other people. I know Larry for sure is in here. That's in there. And good. Great, Larry. Great. Yes, of course. Great. Yes. Yes, honey. Great. Believe it or not, though, and you know, I'm not really, you know, speaking of the CR19 stuff, I'm not really, you know, being funny. But I have a cousin that passed away actually from COVID a couple of weeks ago, like 3 or 4 weeks ago. And he was like, I think it's like a third cousin or a second cousin, something like that. I can't remember. But he was one of those people that thought that stuff was a little funny and, oh, this ain't real. And I think even like the day before he actually passed away, I think he tested positive. Like he had no physical signs of it, but just went to go get the test because he was around people and he tested positive for it. And he slammed down a burrito, like, eating in front of people, like, you know, slobbing it down. Oh, I don't got it. Oh, yeah, I got it, but ain't nothing gonna happen. And the next day he died. Yeah, he died, honey. His lungs collapsed, and I think his heart stopped. So I'm like, honey, that's the thing that happened. But of course, you know, that's it. Outside that, honey, we're good. Like I said, I wasn't close to him. You know, like I said, he's like a third cousin or something, second cousin. I can't remember how that works. Like I think my grandfather's sister grandson or something. Yeah, I don't know, something like that. Yeah, honey, you know we're all connected, honey. We got like all the siblings of my great grandfather, paternal side, and then this is his cousin, and then yeah, then their kids come in, and then they grandkids, and it's like, wait, what are you like my third cousin or second to last cousin? Like, what are you considered? You're like my great grandfather's half brother's great granddaughter. Like, so what does that make you, like my fourth cousin? Like, I forgot how that works. But yeah, it's like I said, it's just a whole bunch of tea. A whole bunch of tea with that. But that's it. Outside of that, we're good. Positive. Things are prospering. You know, spirit are working things out. Things 2020 and 2021 has been good for us. And 2022 is going to be even better. Come on in here, and we have to trust in the process of the universe. And we have to keep drenching ourselves, aka the temple, with motherfucking honey. That's right, y'all, with motherfucking honey. You gotta pour honey. Oh, let me stop. Listen, I hope you guys are all well. Thank you all for stopping by here late. So late at night and so early for some of you. It's about 10:35. Thank you all. I appreciate you all. We'll be coming back very, very soon, and it will not be late. I'm going to try to come on in the daytime when it's not so late. I'm getting better and better with my time management and scheduling. And like I said, yes, I want to do a series of things have been on my mind. Spirit has been showing me a lot of things that I want to actually sit down and discuss. And of course, I need to set aside a day for that because even today, get on here saying, let me do my little live class. I was kind of like, okay, I think that's all I'm going to talk about because there's so much that I got to do this week. So I'm like, but like I said, the class will be Saturday and Sunday. Those who are already in the other class, like I said, you will be getting an email today. Please confirm with me by the morning. Like literally when I end this, I'm going to send it over. Please confirm with me by the morning if you got it or you did not get it. And we're just going to work it out because, of course, it's been too long. And yes, I'm looking forward to your email. Yes, honey, come on here, Larry. You will definitely be getting it very, very shortly. Yes, honey. So thank you all to spiritmystic.blogspot.com. And also, we still got another surprise coming for y'all, too. It's going to be like a bam, 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 bam. I receive so many emails about products, y'all, and services like every day. Like sometimes, too, it's so weird because it would show up on my phone that I got an email from somebody. And then when I actually go open it, there's no email there. So now what I'm learning is that it's going to spam. Somehow, some way it's going in, and then Gmail's put into spam. So, like I said, definitely be patient. I'm probably going to be also coming out with another email like Hotmail or something because of the bullshit that Gmail is going on. Who knows? Maybe there's so much email. So I keep all my shit. Pictures of casework, I keep all that. If you don't know, I can show y'all. I have like an external hard drive that have pictures of all the caseworks I completed for people. Some of them have people's name tagged on it. Just think, hey, yeah, here's proof right here. And some of them are just blank, but I know because I take pictures of what I write in them. What I'm also doing too, because I told y'all, people were actually sending me pictures of other work that other people did for them. And that was a little too invasive for me because, of course, they wanted me to tell them in that picture what work I was feeling that they were doing. And I'm just like, I'm not really a fan of doing that. It's kind of like going to a hairstylist, getting your hair done. Like, unless they're dripping you off and you're saying, listen, mister, I feel like they're ripping me off. Then I'm going to say, hey, well, if you feel that way, then you need to ask these questions. But if you're really like, I got my hair cut at this other place, what do you think? And all that good shit, like if a hairstylist sit there and say, well, listen, first of all, the lines are fucked up. Like that bitch is just being messy. Okay. So going into that, I think that people do that. So what I'm going to start doing that I've actually been implementing for the past 2 weeks in the casework that I do, I'm doing symbols and only symbols. Like I'm literally creating things, Melakim, there's different languages out there that people don't really talk about. People talk about seven. I'm going to talk about it. People talk about symbols, but nobody talks about Melakim. Nobody talk about other type of ancient writings. So I'm gonna start doing my stuff in that. So, bitch, if you gonna send pictures out, a motherfucker is not gonna say, "Well, oh, this is what the bitch is doing." Same thing, but if I want to put some of my work out on IG or even on the blog spot, maybe there'll be a section where I'm doing showing examples of the work. Sometimes people want to see that. Then it's going to be in writing that you're not even going to fucking understand. I'm going to know what the fuck it's saying. The people I'm doing work for is going to know, but they would have to convey that message. And even sometimes they're not even going to fucking know. Because it's like I said, some people are like, well, this is the work that they did. Can you add on to it? And of course, a week has it's going to say, yeah, I can add on to it. Yeah, she did that work. Let me piggyback off that energy. And then, bitch, motherfucker, try to, I want to say this. Shout out to you for doing the work that you did. It manifested. But I actually found out that blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, listen, I wasn't going to tell you, honey. But yeah, I actually got a little dream or a little message from my spirit that a week after we finished that work, you actually hit up another bitch to do the work for you too. So what was you doing? And I didn't know that it was going to interfere. But I thought that okay. Girl, get the work done with one person. Do your part. Let it manifest, and then keep it moving. That whole, okay, this girl's going to work it this month. The next month, the next girl going to work. The following month, the next girl going to work it. And then we're going to see what manifests. Oh, girl, yeah, you're probably going to get some fucked up shit going on because there's too many hands in that cookie jar. Like, it needs to be clear, clean, direct energy. That's why I tell people, if you want to do work yourself, do your work. If you need help, reach out to me. Don't, oh, I already hit up 7 other people. Or don't even tell me that because I'm going to say, yeah, I don't feel comfortable doing the work. Of course, that. Well, so are you saying you don't know how to do the work? Doing the work on a basic ass man to keep him from going astray Girl, that work a kindergartner could do. Now, bitch, if you're talking about you over here and that man is Prince Harry and you trying to get that situation fucked up and you trying to bring him to you, that S to you, now that's the work right there that we talk about that you would say, bitch, you know how to do that? That's what you should be. But the whole thing about a motherfucker who really don't give a fuck about you, you're miserable, he miserable, you broke, he broke, you ain't got shit, he ain't got shit, he want to connect with you. Girl, that work could be done by anybody, girl. Girl, bye. You can do that work your damn self, girl. You can sit there and peel an apple and all that shit, girl. Anyway, I won't give out no secrets. Anyway, y'all. How's Little Murray and Adrian doing? Come on, Tiffany, Chris Munn. I don't know. I don't know, honey. I don't know. I don't know, honey. I have no idea, but we know that. We know this right here. We know this right here. We know that right there. How about that? You know that right there. How about that? How about you go ask them how they're doing? How about that? Next, you're watching about the apple issues and how it's passed on. Oh, well, Larry. So you already got the prerequisites to what we talking about in Midwest Hoodoo. Come on in here, Larry. Lady K. Yes, Lady K, Lady K. You getting an email right now. We hang up too. Okay, you get a little email too. Okay. Yes, honey. She thought she was getting that tea tonight. Girl, Miss Thing, Miss Thing. When you lie down with dogs, you get fleas. Girl, we don't want no fleas, ma'am. Even though we know that cinnamon and lemongrass and lavender repel that shit. Those are natural repellents. We don't want fleas, ma'am. Be gone. Be gone, peasant. Bye. Be gone. Be gone, honey. Be gone. Help is offered to people. If they choose not to reach out for that help, that's their tea, not mine. Keep it moving. Anyway, you'll be getting an email from me as well, Lady K. Very, 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 very soon. Yeah, they still try me. But you know, the great thing about it is, Lady K, is that we've moved on several times. We've moved on right in front of them several times. You know, we're elevating and they're probably still stuck in the same space that they're at. And so it's like, when will you give it up? You keep trying, knock, knock, but it's not, nothing's working out for you. Even going into, you know, if we talk about many things, they were saying a lot of whole bunch of shit. And they're like, so girl, you that convinced. That's why, like I said, you know, you deal with certain people. You don't deal with certain people to like prove a point, but you know, people who are virtual, you meet somebody who's on the outside who can testify and say that bitch got it. Yes. So when motherfuckers say, "Oh, girl, this, that," oh, girl, you see me in person. You know how I break bread. So you see what it is. You've been behind the scenes. You know what happens and what doesn't happen. So you've seen it, and now you the testament. So if something really go down. Oh, bitch! I just barely met this bitch 2 years ago. I've seen this bitch about 3 or 4 times in person in the past year, and this bitch got it. So when motherfuckers be like, oh yeah, this going on that. No, bitch, but they can see what's going on. Bitch, electricity ain't free. Shit ain't free. 2 hours is up, y'all. That was my timer, y'all. 2 hours is up. I gotta go. I gotta go, y'all. Anyway. Thank you so much. Break bread like God said. I know that's right, Larry. You gotta break bread, Larry. You gotta break bread, Larry. Listen, life is good. And the universe will always give you what you give it. Stay on top of your protection work, stay on top of your healing work, stay on top of your prosperity, and be in that space. Don't be about healing, but your actions are not saying that. You know, going into a little quick side story, which we will talk about just a little bit. You know, just a little bit before I go, because I said I was going to go and I got to go. It's about the 11 o'clock. Yes. So someone that we know, and when I say we, me and you know, someone that we know was like, you know, doing shit, you know, oh, I did this and that. You should do this. And they were just giving me advice. You should do A, B, C, D, F, G. And I'm like, no, girl, that's not how I operate. I'm a firm believer that if I want something, I'm gonna get it because there's so many ways there. You know, the I forgot what it's called. It's like the 7 degrees separation. Like there's so many ways to get where you need to get to. So why would I cut myself short by taking shortcuts? There's no point. So, oh girl, shut up. Oh girl, bye. Doing all the shit, right? So one day we got into a little debate, and I was like, well, girl, if you got it so good and all that stuff, then why are you halving your life, but you still have not caught up? And they were like, well, what do you mean by that? Yeah. Why are you so nitpicking and so saving and this and that, but you're still in debt? That makes no sense to me. If your spending and your expenses are so small and the income is staying the same, then the income should be growing. The savings should be growing. The assets should be growing. Why is it plateauing? And oh, bitch, going out and I said, okay, it's not my business, but you're bringing it up to me. So you're giving me space and opportunity to voice my opinion. And so I gave it to you and I'm going to keep it moving. Well, time went on and I didn't hear from this person for a couple of days, right? And I'm just doing my thing. You know, I called a few times, they're not really answering. And I'm like, oh, yeah, they're in that space. Yeah, I'm not trying to be there. So, you know, someone was with me and the phone rings, right? Ring, hello. And they're like, girl, guess what? Oh, what? I did this. Okay, pal. And then the person was like, oh, the universe is going to send you a bill. Be ready when that bill comes. And the person's like, I don't believe in that shit. And I don't believe in karma. And I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe in that bullshit, girl. I do what I want to do, girl. And I've been doing this. And everything been good. And I got this. And I do. And so I'm just like telling the person, like, mm-mm. Sometimes people got to learn. Like, you don't have to believe in the universe, but you're a part of the universe. So you don't have to believe that shit stink, but when you smell it, you going to know that it stink. So when they hung up, I'm laughing hard. Like, I could not stop laughing because they really was like, I'm getting away. And I said, you know, you have to let people be in that mindset. That's her mindset. Let her be there. We can't teach her nothing. She's not asking us to teach her anything. So let her learn her lessons the hard way. I learned through other people. As far as when bad shit happened to people, okay, girl, I know exactly what that happened because you did ABC or G. I'm not doing that. You will always get what you give. If you give shitty energy out, you will get shitty energy. That's why I said I don't believe that bad things happen to good people. Sure enough, like not even like 2 weeks later, yeah, I want to say like 2 or 3 weeks later, the person caught me and was like, oh my God, I got to fork out $12,000. And oh my God, now I can't do this for this and that. And oh my God, they said that this is going on and that's going on. And oh my God. And of course, I'm rebuking this energy because it's all about vibrations. And I'm like, oh no, honey, you were down in that hole. You were laying with the fucking devil. You were enjoying the pleasure. Oh my God, girl, this is feeling good. Who. And now that that night of pleasure is over, now you're enduring the pain and you want sympathy. I'm not sympathizing with you and I'm not judging either, but you were told what would happen if you keep it up. Well, I don't think that's what it is. I think this only happened because I don't know, girl. Everything is universal. It's how the universe works. Everything that happens to you is an experience that you actually brought onto yourself. You invoke that energy to you, conjured that energy up. So here we go, y'all. It's been 30 days. First, it went from, oh, it's only going to be one day, and I'm going to show you when it's done that this is not the universe. Then it turned into 3 days. Oh, well, you know, honestly, it's only taking us on because they blah, 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 blah. I'm going to show you that's not universe. Then it turned 7 days. Oh, girl, it's only been 7 days because I was bullshit and I slept all day yesterday. Then it turned into 10 days. Oh, girl, boo, boo, boo. And then it just girl to where she stopped calling. And even when I'm calling, I say, hey, girl, what's going on? There's no, yeah, I'm not doing that. And I think one time we talked like a couple of days ago, and she's like, oh, I just been stressed out about such situation. And of course, I'm not that girl to kick you when you're down. But I really want to say, now, see, this is what happens when you play dirty. Like, you will not get ahead playing dirty. It might be cute and shit while you're doing it. And sometimes it takes a little time. It could be a year, it could be 2 years, it could be 3 years. but it's going to be within a time frame that we remember. And even going back into 3 or 4 years ago, when the same person doing shady ass shit, which got me into like some real shit, to where bitch, like I was a platinum member and I was banned. Okay, so I said no, don't worry about it. And people are like, well, how you still listen? God will get her. Listen, God will get her. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. That's not. It's not up to me. I'm gonna keep doing my thing. I'm gonna keeping my space. She's not gonna get in on what I'm getting in because we're not on that level. We still gonna say hi and bye. That she want to play that fakeness, we can play it too. Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. Get off the phone. Oh girl, you know she thinks she all that because she got this that. Girl, we're doing the same thing you're doing. Oh girl, you know she thinks she all that because she live in a roach hotel and she's able to save a couple of dollars, but still ain't got shit. So we play that role too. And now that things have come full circle, because now we're in CR19 and everything has stood still, spirits are now coming in and intervening. They're seeing shit. People are getting a karma that they deserved a long time ago. Things are being sped up. Even right now, for you to do work on people to get their karma sped up. It's the perfect time for that because the energy is still, energies are moving, portals are open, vortex are being whirled. And so, like I said, I'm sure that experience with y'all because I sat back all these years and people on that side, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen, girl? It's been 2 years. It's been 4 years. And little things happen. Oh, she got punched in the face. Oh, she got, somebody got her right together. She thought she was tricking somebody and they pulled. So little things are adding up. And I said, no, there's a plan. Honey, there's a plan. And I'm not going to intervene with that. I'm not going to be like, fuck you, bitch. And now I'm blocking how the universe works. No, we're going to play the same way she's playing. And now, like I said, now fast forwarding, it's fully come a 360. Even going into when I first started doing certain things, you know, little hating comments like, girl, and I'm like, okay, girl. Yeah, you ain't never gonna get it, girl. You ain't never gonna know. You ain't never gonna know what the fuck is gonna, well, girl, you only doing that because of that. No, I'm doing it because I want to do it. I got nothing else to worry about but this. And like I said, now we're here. So like I said, bitch, be careful what you do. This is the perfect time to get got. When you fucking with that blue frequency, that blue energy, aka that blue magic, and you think that I'm gonna come and let this girl, it's gonna all be revealed and be flipped back onto your ass. So while you sitting there shooting your arrows and shit, you're building shit up. You're building shit up for the bitch to get ahead. That's what I said, bitch. I don't really speak up energies and frequency stuff if it's not needed. I'm not going to go feed your energy. If your energy is wanting me to check you out and you want me to go in and fuck you, bitch, we're not in that space no more because you need that energy to be fed and you're not getting it. So now you're failing. And so now because you're not getting fed, now you're starving. And now you're on life support or you're almost there. So that's what they think, even these hoes. Oh, girl, bye. Ain't nobody checking on you. Bitch, I'm too busy. I'm too booked and busy. Honey, we feeding minds, okay, so I can feed mine. Okay? Okay. If your plate is full right now through scamming, lying, and cheating, oh girl, the time is up. I've been saying that since 2017. The time is up. Girl, things are getting old. New things are coming in. And if you're not catching up because you can't, it's beyond your comprehension, then you're going to be failing and you're going to be doing tricks and well, how can I do this? And how can I? Girl, it's too late. You should have thought about that before. If you would have came out and been real and honest and pure with heart and pure retention, no hard feelings to anybody, no hurt. Oh, I'm not trying to hurt people. I just want to help people. You would get it back right now. But because you were so nasty, so disrespectful, so stupid, now you're getting that stupid ass, disrespectful ass motherfucking energy. And you think that people are still falling for that shit. They're not. People are educating themselves. They're looking up shit. They're Googling shit. They're watching shit. They're paying attention to say, well, wow, she always talking about prosperity, but she's not prospering. How the fuck is this talking about money and shit and she lives in somebody else's basement? How the fuck is this talking about money and she lives in an apartment that's in her daughter's name? Like, people are paying attention. Oh, she manifesting, but she half-ass manifesting. I don't want that half-ass manifestation. I want the full. They watching, girl. And even if you're not talking, they see. So that's that, honey. Break bread. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you. You too, Larry. Be safe as well. Thank you. My neighbors are still a problem, but I know their time is coming. Oh, yes, honey. Oh, yes. Every single day, rejoice. Even when they try to come for you, Lady K, and got trying to get you together. Oh, you know, get them together. Now, I don't know what type of thing you got going on with your neighbors, not ancestors. With your neighbors, well, listen, I don't play with neighbors. Okay. Neighbors have tried it several times, and you got to teach their motherfucking ass a lesson. When it comes to neighbors, that is your livelihood. And bitch, when it comes to your livelihood, you start going for other people's livelihood. If somebody's making threats on your life and they're actually trying to set things up in your life, now you come for their motherfucking life. That's what it comes down to. So if the neighbors driving you crazy where you're not comforting your own home, that you can't do what you want, say what you want, with respect to them, and they're just, oh girl, ooh, ooh. Like I said, you get them together. And there's some very simple yet effective ways to get them together. And then you stay on top of it. You do it until you see a result, give it a break. Do it. And then you keep your space too. You don't be like, looking at your blinds and shit. Spirit, you get them together yet? What's going on? You don't do that. You play it off. Even, hi. They say, oh, how you doing? Be like, hi. Don't say, ooh. Because now you stirring energy. So you still play the role. Hey, hi. Oh, you want to be fake too? Hey, girl. You do it. Say, hey, hi. What you going on? You reflect that energy back. They say, hey, being fake, and you be like, girl. They sent you that energy, and you caught it. Whether you acknowledge it or not, you caught it. You wanted to reflect that shit back to them. Hey, honey, how you doing? Yeah, you great, huh? Yeah, okay, have a good day. And you being fake as fuck, and they know you being fake. Hell, they might ever say that back to you, but oh well, keep it moving. Like I said, watch that shit manifest quicker. Ain't no check-in. What's going on with the neighbors? Another neighbor come up, girl. Your neighbors like that. Girl, did you hear what happened to him and his wife? Girl, they divorcing, and you like, girl, it's working. Good. Oh, really? That's sad. Why are they divorcing? You got to get in that frequency. Girl, allegedly he got babies outside of the household. I wonder why they were so cranky with me. And she probably thought I was fucking him too. Girl, what else? Like you got to play that role. Wait, Larry. Why did you retract, Larry? Let's put that message right there. Let's put that message right there. I'm telling you, Lady K, you got to give people back their energy. Some people are salty and they want you to give them saltiness. Oh, bitch, I ain't giving you that. Bitch, you're not worth it. And some people too. Oh, girl, did you hear what she was saying about you? Because, girl, means you want to be friends with her. Being a little messy. Girl, she was talking about how you were a basic ass bitch. And it's just like, okay, you trying to stir some energy. Oh, she really said that? Okay. Well, she know what type of world this is. Or maybe you might koala. Oh, girl, I'm basic. Okay, you can get on right now and show me a car registration or deed of a home or anything. Can you show me your investments? Huh? Can you show me anything outside of how many dicks you sucked in the past 30 days? Okay, so bitch, now the haters or the middle person, oh shit, she got her. Yeah, you keep it moving. I'm not bothered by that. But now you fuck her. Now she's like, oh yeah, I definitely got it. So she gonna keep doing it. Oh girl, she is a basic ass bitch. You see she wear those plastic ass wigs because she knows she got you. But you be like, okay girl, I'm wearing these plastic wigs and you got your human hair, but you still can't get enough money to fix your car. And I've never asked you about anything about fixing my car, have I? Let's keep it moving. So now she's like, oh shit, I can't affect her. The effects I was given ain't working no more. So she keep it moving. Come on in here, Rico. It's for my neighbors across from me is my coworker. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold up. Oh no. Yeah, Rico, it's definitely time to move. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't believe in shit where you sleep at. Like my neighbors, I don't really say nothing. If they hi, that's it. But there's hi, what you up to? Nothing. No, bitch, we ain't doing that. I'll give you time. I kid you not. Every time I'm around a neighbor, I'm on the phone. Hey, what you doing? Yeah, because I don't want you to get to know me. You have any kids? You got a man? You got a dog? Who live with you? Like you don't need to know all that because they be looking like, ooh, this bitch is a little young. Is she live by herself? What she got going on? None of your business. So like I said, I keep my distance from my neighbors like that. But yeah, if they work with you, so that means like they really, yeah, that's too close. And they're across from you, hell no. And then you're sweeping leaves at my door. Are you trying to get me together? Because there's some hocus pocus shit going on with some leaves too, especially if the leaves are dead. You know, people be blowing shit over into your yard and shit, raking shit up into your yard. Oh, honey, sticks and stones and leaves, honey. There's some work that you do with that shit. Oh no, ma'am, it's time to go. Yeah, and it's time to go, or it's time to get them to be gone. It's one or the other, Rico. You leave if you like, I'm not invested in this place, or you get them to go. You know, and people be like, hot foot, no, bitch. You get them, the bitch be gone. Bitch, it's time to get up and go. It's time for you to get up and go. Ooh, oh no. And let me tell you what's creep with that too. That whole gang stalking shit. Yeah, that's I'm not a fan of that neither. That whole gang stalking shit, and you see your neighbors out in public. Like I kid you not, there was a store I went to. One of my neighbors actually worked at that store, and I thank God I looked up. There's a lot of stores here with that name. Like there's like 7 different stores, and I start traveling 7 miles out versus going 3 miles away. I went 7, 8 miles out because I said, bitch, that whole you're watching me while I shop, and then I come home and you get my schedule down. That's how things happen, especially being a woman. I don't know if your neighbor. No, you said he, so here's the male. That's how women get caught up in stuff too. When a man knows your schedule, they start becoming comfortable and territorial because they're naturally territorial beings. So they become very comfortable and territorial of knowing your schedule. So he knows when you're working, he knows when you're not working. So imagine him knowing what you bring into your house, Rika, and he say, "Oh, she must have some valuable stuff in there." And then he hires somebody, tells somebody, "Yeah, my neighbor is getting on my nerve. I need you to break into her house and get her together." Oh no, honey. Oh hell no. Oh no. And then you already would know who it is. That'd be the first person. Like, motherfucker, wait a minute. He knows my schedule. Nobody else knows my schedule. Every time I come home, he's at home. Every time I go to work, he's at work. Like I said, that makes me uncomfortable. Mm-mm. Nope. And he might be watching you. He might be really like, what's she doing? Oh, and when he go to work, he play it off. Hey, hi. She thought I didn't hear her last night, bitch. You see that shit right there? Oh no. Oh no. It's time for him to go or you to go. Yeah, he gotta go. You gotta go. My neighbor's sister driving around with our license plate. Oh, well, you could be real messy with that. Call that PD. Hello. Hi. I want to call anonymously. I want you to do a welfare check on this woman that drives this vehicle. There's no license plate on this vehicle. Is everything okay? I'm a little concerned. Are you playing a role? Hello, baby. I'm a little concerned with this neighbor. I'm a little older. Yeah, my grandbabies and my children don't come over here like that. And I'm just calling because I'm a little concerned because there's a young lady. She's about 5'7", blah blah blah, and she has a car with no license plate. There's something a little fishy going on here. Can you check in? And they ask you for your name. No, I want to do it anonymously because you know they put all that shit down, and they might come and knock on their door. Hi, Lady K. Were you the one that called in and said about the one without the license plate? Okay, we just want to. And then your neighbors are looking at you like, oh, the police knocking at her door. What they knocking at that door for? She called in. We're gonna get this bitch together. Now you got enemies. Mm-mm. You come home at the same time. Oh no. Mm-mm. Rico, it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. Okay, it's time to go. Mm. You gotta You gotta go or he gotta go. Mister, do you think about a guy who tells a girl that he's going on a date with a girl, but it's actually going to hey goodness. Listen, Jay, we talked about this before. I feel like that's the deja vu. Ow. JC, y'all be thinking I be knowing. You asked that question before, didn't you? I feel a deja vu with that. You asked that before. Um, I don't think I don't think that wait a minute. Oh, what do I think? I thought you were asking, do I think he's gay? What I think is that he probably thinks the girl is boring. Let me tell you this firsthand. I've had male friends who identify as heterosexual, who, even me being the female figure that I am, still only would dodge their girlfriends and hang out with me because I was more fun than their girlfriend, which to me doesn't make sense because you're miserable with the girl, break up. Like, damn, like, why are you so invested in this person? Break up. Like, that's crazy to me. That's insanity. I was telling my friend that earlier. Like, I think most of us are actually insane. She said, "Oh, there's too many psych." No, bitch, everybody's a little psycho though, because you work at jobs who really doesn't respect you just to get paid. You befriend people because they provide companionship for you. You date people just because they provide companionship, but you're bored of them. You're sick of smelling them. You're sick of hearing them. You just don't want nothing to do with them. When you're thinking of alone time, you're really like, damn, I wish I could go far away from this motherfucker. Like, yeah, so I do think that he's probably bored with the girl, and or possibly he's a little curious. Now, if you guys have played before, and he is, leaving the girl to go hang out with you, then or the guy friend, then I would say that maybe he, yes, starting to catch feelings for you. If he has not played with you before, he wants to play with you, and he's waiting for you to say, "Let's play." Okay, so those are my three things: is that he's bored with the girl and you're his fun. It's kind of like when the straight guys or straight women go to gay clubs. Like I said, the straight clubs are boring and gay clubs are fun. So it could be that type of thing, like, "Oh, you're so fun." Or like I said, he wants to smash. Or yeah, those would be the two things. He wants to smash ultimately, or he thinks you're more funner than the girlfriend. It's one or the other. Like I said, I've had that before. Oh, it happened again. Okay, I was gonna say, see, I'm telling you, I feel like you asked this before. Yes, honey, perfect time to move. You just released. He gotta go. Rico, I'm gonna send you some tips and tricks on how to get that motherfucker out. You want to play with it, bitch, you gotta go. Okay, it's gonna get a little nasty, but he gotta go. Okay, he gotta go. Motherfucker, try me, bitch. You gotta go. Mm. No, none of the freak elite stuff, but what you first said makes sense. Yes, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, because I'm telling you, there's guys that are like that and girls. There are some girls that are, see, this sort of confusion coming out. There are some girls, like I said, I think that guys can become friends with gay people without wanting to have sex with them. I believe that. I think that even girls could become friends with people who don't want to have sex with them. I really believe that. I don't think that because a straight man is friends with a gay guy that he's automatically gay, or because he's friends with a trans person he wants to fuck them, or same thing with a woman because she's friends with a lesbian that she's automatically gay. Like for some reason we assume that when people hang out a lot that they have to be having sex, and it's like, yeah, but you don't know what love is. So like I said, I've had experiences like that where even I was kind of misled. Like I was like, oh, he wants some, and you make that move on them. They're like, listen, I don't know what you were thinking, but yeah, I think you're a cool person, but I just don't see myself doing anything with someone like you. And then we don't talk anymore because they're like, yeah, you crossed that line. So I learned after that first experience, okay, yeah, we're gonna be cool. We're gonna be friends. We're gonna keep it moving. And that's worked on many levels. I worked with gangsters. I worked with pastors, preachers, ministers. I worked with a lot of people. We were friends, and there was nothing else going on but platonic friendship. Or well, I don't think that's the right word. Maybe it is friendship without any type of sex or anything like that. Yeah. So anyway, like I said, yeah, it was just a fun. It's like I need to escape. Listen, I'm bored. I want to go to your house and watch a movie night. And it was just like weird. Then we start calling each other brother and sister and shit. People are like, that's your brother. Is that your real brother? No. Okay, so why y'all call each other that? Because we're like friends, but we're like friends weird. Like we hang out with each other like 1 o'clock in the morning, and he's like wearing shorts and shit while wearing my nighty gown, but we ain't into each other. And they're like, oh, okay. Yes, honey. Yes, I refuse to make a move. It's just the little sus shit says that gets me. Oh, well, listen, definitely get a clear understanding because, of course, sometimes it's a setup. And you know that, Jay. You know if it is legit or if it's a setup. Like for me, if a guy tells me that he's not into trans people or the trans experience, and he sees me for what it is, and we're talking, everything is cool, and he's not interested into the sexual stuff, and then one day he gets drunk and he's down, I'm not interested in entertaining that energy because for me, because situations I know, like of Justina over there in Colorado and Ashley over there in Texas and Gwen over here in California, like I know about these experiences of girls who were having relationships with these heterosexual identifying men who at first was not okay with them being trans, but accepted. And of course, they're not going to tell this story, but they were okay with them being trans, but they were not sexually invested. And then these trans people were treating them better than the females they were dating. So they felt a little confused about it. And so they wanted to experiment. And once they experimented, then that flip side of them was like, oh my God, I think I'm gay now because I actually did it with it. Da, da, da. And now they want to get rid of the evidence. And so for me, I don't put myself in that position. So I don't entertain that. If you're not into me, then you're not into me. Let's keep it moving. That whole I'm not really into trans, and then all of a sudden hey, you changed my mind, or I don't see you as a trans. It's like, yeah, that's a little confusing. And this is when people take people like me out, crimes of passion. Like, yeah, if you meet me and you don't say up front, hey, listen, I'm not into trans people normally, but I find you extremely attractive. The first time we talk, then I can understand that later down the line you make your move. But initially you don't say that. Oh no, no, thank you. And the same thing with you. If initially it's not no, hey, he's not saying, hey, I really like you. I think you're cool. I'm not gay or anything, but I see myself, doing some things with you. If he didn't say that initially, and now that's that fog space where you're like, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, that can go many, many ways. That could go into a deadly situation because everybody think that the whole thing about trade only kills the trans women, honey. Trade have gotten gay boys together too. Trade have also gotten lesbians together. So like I said, it goes both motherfucking ways, okay, of dealing with the spirit of confusion, okay? Don't play with that. Don't play with that, okay? If he doesn't know what he wants, don't you be the experiment for that, honey. Let him go watch some porn and see if that's what he wants. You don't got to experiment with me to see if you want this, honey. You looked at porn. You watched that. You go look at some T-girl porn. You're not into that bitch, then you're not into doing anything with me, honey. Don't play with me that bullshit, girl. 6 months, you know me now. You want to, hey, I really wasn't into that, but I am. And especially when they make the claim up front. Hey, I think you cool. I'm not judging you, but I don't do the training thing. Okay. Okay. I remember that. And then all of a sudden now you want it? Like, girl, same thing when a motherfucker say, oh, I'm not really into, I don't do black girls. And all of a sudden you drunk and high. And hey, I never did a black girl. Now I want to try some. Oh, bitch, I ain't intending that, honey, neither. No, no, thank you. Mm-mm. That leaves space and opportunity for you to think of some shit and just say, wow. And then also sex opens up a lot of shit. I was friends with people that we did sexual stuff and the friendship ended. I was, you just see people and things differently once you get on that frequency. Because of course that opens up doors of other shit. And things come out too. Once you become sexually involved, feelings come out and people come weird. And it could be that situation too where he's not gonna do something to you per se, but he become very weird. Like he become hooked on it. Like, oh my God, I love the way that Jay did this and that. So now he's like stalking you and showing up to your house unexpectedly. And that right there, that's even creepy too. Me, myself, I've also been a part of some shit like that. Like, honey, up front, I think you cool, I like you, blah, blah, blah. Then it's like, okay, but we never said we were dating. And then we have some fun and it's popping up at your house, 2 a.m. Hey, I got to use the bathroom. And it's like, well, why didn't you call? Well, why? Is somebody in there with you? And it's like, okay, if it is somebody in here with me, why are you concerned about that? Oh, there's somebody in there with you. Oh, that's really fucked up. So you're just a hoe now. And it's like, okay, that's weird. Or like I said, even you're minding your business and just happen they're in the same space. Oh, hey, I didn't know you shop here. And you really thinking like, what are the odds of us running into each other and you live on the other side of town and there's several stores that you're in of town and I live over here and you're here. It's like, okay. And then it happens again. Oh, here we go. We're running to each other again. Oh, yeah, motherfucker, you're stalking me. Let me stop shopping here. Yeah. Yeah. You're getting a little weird. Yeah. Yes, honey. Sex is very powerful. It is. Yes, it'll change some people's mind. That's why I said a lot of people say, I didn't have to sleep to get myself to the top. I'm not like the people who did. Because a lot of people slept with people and it got you nowhere. So why am I going to judge somebody who slept to get to the top when a lot of you have slept with people and they got you nowhere? But babies that you have to pay out of pocket for, so it's putting you in debt, or a STD or a curable disease that you have to live with the rest of your life. Like the fuck, I'm not embarrassed to say that I had an experience with the CEO of a company to get ahead. Bitch, the fuck out of here, girl. Hoe's a hoe. If you're not married to anybody and having sex with a bitch, you're equivalent to a bitch who's charging for it. In fact, I think the one who's charging is a little more smarter than you because they know their worth. You doing it for free. Oh, I don't charge, girl. You don't charge because he ain't gonna pay for it. You mediocre. He ain't gonna pay for it, sis. You wouldn't even go to the door. I know that's right. I know that's right. I wouldn't even go to the door. I know that's right, Mrs. Evil York. Don't go to no door. Yeah, remember the last time I was on YouTube and that guy did that? Just a weird motherfucker. And I know this guy for a long time. I knew him since he was 19 years old. And I want to say he was like 24 then. But he literally came over one time. We hung out. Ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh. You know, okay, okay, let's do a little something, okay? Because we knew each other for a long time. And that was what, 5 years on each other? Bam. Leaves. And like what, 4 days later, I get on YouTube and I think we actually did some content together. And then he's literally knocking at the door, like boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, who's knocking at the door at this time of the night? And I'm like, and he's like, yeah, can I use the restroom? Honey, no. Oh, come on, let me in there. No, you need to go to a everything's closed. Okay, go home then. Honey, you got a dick. Even if girl, my sister used to squat on the side of girl. You could squat outside, girl. It's dark outside. You can open your door and sit there and squat on the side of your door. Bitch, if you need to pee, you could stand up and pee. Ain't nobody looking at you. The fuck? Bitch, a lot of people do it. Girl, get the fuck out of here. Do it in the bush. But girl, you ain't coming here. And he really was going crazy. Left, came back. Then he started blowing on my phone. I was like, oh, hell no. Mm-mm. 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 I have a good guy right now acting weird because we did a few times. We had sex one time and he thinks we're in a relationship. Oh, he's a weirdo. Cut him off. Cut him off. Yes. Yeah, cut him off, Lady K. Oh, that's scary. I had some bad experiences. I had some really bad experiences. That's why I said, yeah. I know a lot of these girls have experiences through escorting. They have experiences through lying to men to thinking that no, with me, that's not the case, honey. Through escorting, I probably had like 2 or 3 real bad experiences. And through dating, like actually dating where they knew up front what it was, those are the weirdest experiences I had. And then I had to think about it and say, well, my life is a little, what I am and who I am and how I am is a little mysterious, a little bit different. So it's going to attract that type of energy. But I'm like, oh, hell no. So it's like, honey, yeah, you have to be very, very careful dealing with everybody, men or women. They're all crazy. They will assume shit and they'll be like, oh, you're mine. Friends too, they get territorial. Ooh, so you BFFs with her now? Like, okay, bitch, if I was, why are you concerned? The fuck? Well, I'm just saying, fuck her and fuck this. Oh, now you mad at her? It's not her fault that we hung out. It took two to tango. So you really mad at me because you don't know her. So you mad at me because I hung out with her and not you. And bitch, I'm gonna tell you right here, I don't give a fuck. Bitch, unfriend me. Bitch, I can hang out whoever the fuck I want to hang out with. Anyway, y'all, let me really go. Oh my God. Anubis scratched the hell up my leg. I got a little wet right here from him scratching me. Anyway, y'all, let me go, y'all. twospiritmystic.blogspot.com, twospiritmystic@gmail.com. Yes, nope, ain't no more ice cream. I'm about to actually go get me I have these little microwavable brownies with fudge in the inside, and they're like little tiny pieces like this. Brownies, and they got like fudge chocolate in the inside, and it's like a little bit of fudge, just a little tiny bit. So I'm gonna go eat that. I'm gonna also send you guys the link right now to that class for those who are in it, and then I'm going to prepare myself to lay down, um, because I need to get up early and do some stuff, honey. I got a lot done. I need to get a lot done. I have company coming over this weekend, so it's like, oh God, honey. And this week is like, it flew by so fast. It was just like Friday. Yeah, yeah, ooh. And now it's like, damn, it's already fucking Wednesday. Like, girl, where have time been? Like, it's flying by fast. What's going on? Honey, it's supposed to be Friday already. I gotta go. I gotta go. Love and light, Rico. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your love and support. Yes, thank you so much, Leah, for your love and support. Thanks so much, Lady K, for your love and support. Thank you so much, Jay Forever. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Evil York. First time seeing here. If you're supporting, thank you so much. Uh, Thank you, Lady K. Okay, we said that. Jaliel RPJ, come on in here. Who you doing? Yes, honey. How's Missouri doing, honey? When you see this, you'll go into it. Drizzle honey over my ice cream. Ooh, yes, that sounds real good too, honey. I actually bought some right now. I think I'm going to the car and get it. I bought a tonic that is ginger and honey, and you can make it in hot water or cold water. And we're doing a real big thing right now. And we'll talk about that down the line. But yes, and so I got that. I'm like, ooh, that's gonna be so good. And I left it in the car, and I wanna get it. Ooh, sounds so good right now. It's like literally ginger pieces in it, and you put it in the hot or cold water, let it sit, and you drink it. It's like a tincture. It says tea, but I think it's gonna be more like a tincture because there's nothing in it. And then it says hot or cold water. So you basically just add it into the water and you're gonna consume it. So there's nothing special to it. Yes, honey. Love and light, Larry. Yes, honey, everybody. Bye. See y'all later. Love and light. Even shout out to the hater. Thank you for coming in here. Basic ass witch TV. Oh, girl. It reminds me when people say, why do people call their daughters Mercedes when they're built like a Pinto or a Beamer? Why the fuck they call themselves Diamond when they look like a damn busted ass CZ? Oh, I didn't show y'all I got my nails done, huh? I didn't show y'all my nails. I didn't show y'all my nails, honey. Yes, girl. Yes, honey. Platinum gold. And it's like I think it's called crocus, lavender crocus, honey. Crocus lavender. Y'all see the light. We're going to get on here one of these days in the daytime, honey. Y'all see it in the light. Yeah, we're going to that, honey. Anyway, you are. Love and light. Yeah. Bye. It's the truth though, right? Mercedes, but she's built like a damn Beamer. Diamond, but she looks like a damn busted ass CZ. Powerful, but she ain't got no power. She don't got power to manage herself. It's like the fuck high priestess, and it's like, wait, what? But you out there doing spells to lock somebody down instead of getting gifts from multiple men? Oh, girl, for companionship, girl, and you ain't getting nothing from a girl. Tie down and bind down somebody who actually got something going on for themselves, honey. Not just because it's a penis. Bye. Oh, I sure will. Yes, hi. And you're also going to get the email right now for the class. Bye, everybody. Love and light.